Is it normal I see just 2 dots on your screen there, Todd?
No. We'll sort it out.
Alright.
Hey, everybody. My name's
I've
Todd.
never seen that intro.
Oh, yeah. I played it at random times. Hi, everybody. My name's Todd. We're going to be playing some Dungeons & Dragons tonight. I'm going to be the DM. You'll meet the players in just a second. Thanks for joining us. We're really excited. We're on episode, 44, I think. And we're playing Descent into Avernus, or a reasonable facsimile thereof. And, yeah, that's pretty much that. So let's go around the table. Let's meet some peoples. Hello, peoples. How are you doing tonight?
Good.
Ooh, that was very simul. All right, so I guess we'll meet everybody in just a second, but we'll do a little recap to figure out where we are. Last week we did a side quest in Avernus, living up to the name, and that was lots of fun, and we learned a lot about, I can't point at him, but that guy over there. Thank you. In the dark there, the shadow monk. So we'll go around the table and meet a bunch of... Ooh, action cam. This is awesome. Thanks, Bella. It's adventurous.
This much darker on stream than it looks to me.
I know.
God.
You know what? I probably messed with something. You know me. I'm always messing with stuff. Here, let's do this.
know.
Boom. Mediumly brighter. All right. So I like
I
that.
still
Maybe
can't
we
see
should do
that.
a LARP version of this. We'll all walk around with our phones and be like,
How about you? Magic missile.
I do have swords somewhere. Anyway, so you've all met me. I'm playing the DM, and I'm not actually the DM. I'm just playing them. And let's go around the horn. Let's go with Action Jackson there, the LARPer herself, with Bella.
Action Jackson, I like it. Hi, I'm Bella, and I am playing Dormita, our resident. She's a scary girl.
That is true. I can
She's-
attest to that.
Resident murderess.
She's scary.
Nice.
She is our resident murderess. Yeah.
A Gloomstalker
So,
Ranger
yeah.
in hell. Fiend.
Yeah.
Yikes. Well, you're not a fiend. Well, you kind of are, but anyway. She's
Little.
Yeah, maybe a smidge. All right. Actually, technically, your mom is a fiend. Does that make you like a step fiend?
Right, because she became a fiend after you were born.
I don't know. Fiend by association.
Well, I've met a few of those. All right, let's keep going around. Go over to Darcy.
Hey everyone, I'm Darcy. I just turned 30 yesterday. I'm
Dude!
still a baby. I know, I'm the babyest.
That's amazing. There, I
Welcome
have
to
no
the
bells or
30th
anything. I'm
decade.
sorry.
Congrats.
Yep.
Thank you. Yeah. Still a baby. At 30.
Congratulations.
Here I
That's
am.
amazing. Oh, that's the death knell. That's not the thing I'm
What?
looking for.
Oh,
was
did you
looking for,
play
like,
it
a
sound? I
horn.
didn't hear it.
That's all right. It might not even be playing
that?
on stream.
That kind of
I
horn?
don't know.
Exactly.
So
Anyway, I'm playing Henrietta Hen Pedersen. She's a pacifist paladin, and we'll see how that goes today when everyone's in danger. It'll be fun.
It's true.
I mean, is anyone really ever in danger in this party? Everyone knows what they're doing.
Sure. I mean, nobody's
Yeah.
died lately. Oh, except Lulu. Now, I don't take full responsibility
Rest
for
in
that.
peace.
You should, actually, though.
I probably should. But I did say on a scale of 1 to
You know-
5 how brutal to be, and the viewers chose 4.5.
Listen, it's still too soon.
Speaking
Okay,
of
just-
which,
it's. I'm
yeah, it's a
still
little
grieving.
it's still tender. Speaking of which, viewers, you do have an input in what happens in the game, so feel free to drop by, say hi, but also feel free to mess with them. I did update the plot point system, so there is one, I think it's like 700 points, and you get to just make stuff happen. Anyway, let's keep going around. Carl, good to see you, man. Oh, I'm looking the wrong way. Carl.
Likewise. Hey. So yeah, we covered my my character's backstory last week. It was interesting. The other two learned more about Feluri, and so did I, because obviously I had to read up on my own backstory to make sure I had some names and elements correctly. But yeah, now we're back in Avernus, and you'll be able to follow Feluri, the Shadow Aarakocra monk. And I believe, well, I'm not going to spoil any of the recap, but let's just say that she's facing quite a huge feat at the moment.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see where all that goes. All right, and
same here.
And last but not least, Gordon.
Hey, Gordon, playing Fenris, your resident shadow sorcerer, and he's on quite a personal journey right now, just with the party, and still kind of up in the air where he's going to land on like the good versus evil side of things, villain versus hero, or somewhere in between. But we'll see how that goes, and see where things take him.
I'm very excited about that. Yeah, I love, and I did actually. I don't know if Darcy clipped it or somebody else clipped it, but there was like the perfect 45-second, like Darcy's character having a conversation with Gordon's character, and it worked out real nice. And it's just a quick little 45-second. If you want up on their current moral dilemma, we are morally ambiguous, as it were. So you can go check that out. It's like a minute and a half on YouTube, and you're all caught up, basically.
It's a good time we got a bit more ambiguous.
It's true. It's
we
true.
need to get back to our roots, which is just Fenris and Hen bickering, basically.
Exactly. Episode 1. You took it right back. I love it. And then
Feluri's just gonna get corrupted.
All right. So I guess we'll just dive in. I thought of something and then it immediately left my brain. I'm having one of those nights. So we're going to piece this all together. So I'll just do a quick recap of where you are, particularly in Hell, and then we'll roll some dice. All right. You find yourselves deep underneath the Hell Planescape. It's you're in the Kostchtchie's Maw section of Avernus. You've been directed here by Nishida, a possible ally, Darmita's mother, and she has told you that you need a distraction to go up against the archdevil that is running Avernus. No easy foe. However, there are plenty of potential allies who have an interest in taking on Zariel, including the demon lord, the Knoll Demon Lord, which is worshipped like a god. Oh, wait, Knoll? Hill Giant. I'm sorry. Frost Giant, Hill Giant, something giant. Demon Lord that was imprisoned deep within this massive crevasse in Hell for an undisclosed amount of time. You do know that, so you went there, you scouted it out, you found your way down, and you found that it was encircled by several chain devils, and a bone devil kind of bossing them around as the hierarchy ranks dictate. And you decided to strike, trying to take away the captors. Now, in doing so, you also realized a bit late, thanks to some pretty pathetic perception rolls, I think it was a nat 1, that they also had an infernal iron golem guarding them and being their servant, essentially, helping to keep this massive giant creature, like it is essentially a giant, but a demon giant, prisoner at the base of this pit. They've been torturing this, wrapped in chains, and it has been. You can hear this thing this whole way, from miles away. This massive roars of this creature when it was awake. It appears to be resting currently or slumped in a state of unconsciousness. You struck when the moment seemed right, taking out quite a few of the... I'm going to have to log in. I should have probably done that. I'm going to just log into the game. I think you guys are already on there. So you guys struck, taking out several of the, or certainly damaging several of the chain devils and the bone devil, just taking a beating. And that's when the iron golem, infernal iron golem, awoke and began to come down and just towering over Valerie. And the fight is on. All right. Anything I miss? Make it up as we go. Fair?
I don't think we even touched the Bone Devil practically.
Not yet. So we're going to dive in, pick up right where we left off from that moment. Thank you. All right. So you are... Oh, am I on? Yeah. Good. All right. You are beneath the hellscape and you're battling this Valerie. You've got this 15-foot tall, jagged, rusted iron...
You gotta move up.
Just towering over you.
Hey, can you switch the map?
Yeah, I suppose I can. Oh, are we on the last map? Oh, from last time.
Yeah, we still are.
Island.
Maybe you're not, but we are.
Yeah, let me just let me pull that up while you guys do that. So, Valerie, we're gonna. I don't know that I wrote down the initiative, so we're actually just gonna start right there. Can everybody roll initiative? Because yeah, this is getting there. Let's do this.
Fair enough. I certainly don't remember either.
Not 20. No,
Oh.
not 20, but still high.
Oh,
Still high.
That's pretty darn good. I did a little slight modification to the map. Let's get the map. We use Roll20. I also like to support and shout out for a bunch of people on Patreon. So, let me just share that. I believe this one was a dynamic dungeon map. So if you don't know dynamic dungeon, they do good work. And you guys are all down at the bottom over here. So let's go and showcase that.
So I'm a 6, and my Hound of Illumin's 11.
Nice. I should write these down.
Yeah, I'm an 8.
Ooh, that is the lowest.
I rolled pretty bad.
Wow. Okay, and
Yeah.
Hen?
15.
And I'm sorry, Valerie, what was yours again?
25.
Yikes. Yoicks. All right, and since it's only fair, I'll re-roll them as well. Real dice sounds. These are not
Didn't
fake
work
dice.
out.
These are real dice.
These are not the fake dice.
I don't go in for these fake dice. All right, and ooh, that's appropriate. And one more. Woof, woof.
Hell Iron Golem.
An infernal iron golem. So it's not quite your average iron golem. All right, let's dive in right with the top of the order. Valerie, you just look up at this thing. The sparks from the lightning that had arced past it and awoken it, just still playing across its metallic face as these two flame-filled eyes. And it opens its mouth, and you see this burning flame from within. It's incredibly massive compared to you. What do you want to do?
Wow, you're pretty tall. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna do a Talon attack.
Nice. All right.
So that's 2 attacks. Not 20.
Oh,
Well, that
that's
seems pretty good.
That's not a bad start. Nice.
Not a bad start at all. So
Nice.
it's double the damage, is it?
Yeah.
Double
the
dice. Double the dice.
Double dice.
Double dice. So essentially, okay. And roll one more. Same thing. So 18 damage for that one. And then for my second attack.
Nice. That's off to a pretty good start. Just bam! You get him
Yeah.
right in the iron nuggets.
Yeah, so it's
And-
with 18 damage. That's it's 4 less than that, right? It's 14.
14. Why?
You don't add
Yeah,
your
you-
Modi-
yeah,
you just-
Modifiers
Yeah,
only
yeah.
once.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. So that'd be 14.
But your second
Okay.
attack should probably, well, maybe hits. Not sure.
19.
Yeah, might
That
not. That's a fair
hits.
point.
It's incredibly tough, but it is also so massive. You hit this and your fists and your claws just scratch
Fuck
it off.
off.
It does take damage, but it does seem to be taking a little less than you would normally expect. Well, actually, hold on. Your hands and claws are magic, right?
That's
Correct.
right.
All right, so
Yeah.
it is taking damage. What was the total again?
5 damage.
5 plus 9?
It's 19 total.
19 total.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah, 19 total. So then for a bonus action, I will use on. So bonus action, I will do flurry of blows.
Oh, yeah.
So that's
So I
is it
think Gordon brought this up last time, that there's a very good chance it's immune to stun, but
Yeah.
it might not be. It's depending on how many key point you have to spare. You can make that choice, but
I'm full up right now, man. So I'm gonna use one for
it's
flurry
up to you.
blows, and I'm gonna use one for stunning strike.
All right. Go
So-
for it.
All right.
All right. I'm just trying to
Flurry of
find
blows.
the page I'm looking for.
So 20 for my first hit.
Oh, that hits.
Nice.
Okay. So do I use the key point now for a stunning strike, or
Yep.
I've already used it?
Yeah.
No, you
Okay.
can spend multiple in a turn. That's totally fine.
All right.
Yeah, do it
So
now.
I am.
Cool, cool.
So stunning strike, Divine Quirk. That's a DC 15 for a Constitution.
All right, let me take a little roll here. It's needless to say, the thing looks pretty tough.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Ooh, it's not immune to stun?
DC 15.
Yeah.
Okay.
You slam this. Your first strike just rakes across one of its legs at right around the thigh level. The next one tears at basically what's the cod piece, which is for you almost chest height, and you catch up underneath, and you can feel your claws, the talons, dig in, and this jolt of energy and heat flashing backwards on your hand. You've hit a tender spot. That's the crit. And it does take damage, and the whole thing just goes, and it kind of claws downwards towards its junk, and then it just kind of stands back up again. It almost took effect. You got that much from its reaction, that it did hit it, and it reacted, and it barely managed to pull out of the effect. All right.
So that first hit for flurry.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, 20 hits. Yeah.
Yeah. So so that's the first hit of the flurry of blows. That
right,
goes
there's
for
more.
6 damage.
Yep. Go for it.
Yep. So that's 6 damage for that one, and I'm rolling for the next hit. 20 again.
There you go. You're on a
Just-
roll.
You're really good.
And
The Shadow
then
Monk.
that one hits. Six as
Aarakocra's
well.
just rising up, and each shot you're going a little bit higher as you do this, working your way up its body from the low to the high. 6 more damage. Nice job. And are you going to try and spend any more key points, or you're good?
Yeah, let's do it. Spend one more and try that stunning strike.
Sure. And I don't think you're high enough level for extract aspects, are you?
For Cobalt Soul.
Oh, is that a
Yeah.
particular thing? Okay. I
Yeah.
too much of that. All right.
Exactly. All right,
Never
so
too much.
DC 15 Constitution.
All right. This time, as you're moving up its body, just trying to get it in the solar plexus, you slam it right where a normal being would take a lot of damage, right in where the solar plexus meet, and your hand just comes back like, ow.
Oh, you did 31 damage. That's pretty good,
Yeah,
man.
you did 31 damage, and you managed to shrug
Yep.
the stun effect. It does not appear to be immune to stun.
Very
alright.
few things are.
Yeah, but this is not the one. Okay, coming up next. Oh, I should probably rip that page out and keep it handy, because I'm gonna need that page. All right, coming up next, the Bone Devil. So just off to your right, or sorry, your left, on the opposite side, being hounded by the Hound of Ill Omen, the Wolf of Fenris. The Bone Devil looks over at you. He surveys the scene to kind of take stock of what's going on. The only visible one right now at a glance is Valerie, but it's a Bone Devil, and it's fairly smart. So it's gonna pan across, and it's gonna use its it gets several attacks, so it's gonna spend one. Actually, you know what? It's going to fly up in the air and risk the attack of opportunity from your Hound of Ill Omen. Go for it.
Okie dokie. Mm, 14.
That is a miss. Sorry, the hard chitinous kind of bone growths and spikes on it keep it from getting a damaging purchase, as it now flies 20 feet up in the air, out of the reach and out of range of your Hound of Ill Omen, and it's going to spend the turn looking for others, because it suspects the crazy Birdman is not alone. And doesn't do that great.
Isn't everyone not revealed already?
Well, it's more about angles, because most of these
I don't
attacks
remember,
have been
honestly.
I believe Fenris has been revealed, and Darmida probably not from that angle.
Cool.
So, and Henrietta,
I like it when cover is relevant, not just.
I think Darmida's not visible. Fenris, it can see you. It locks eyes with you, and Henrietta as well, because you haven't been attacked.
I mean, I haven't done anything, so.
But you
I
are
don't know.
right next to him and kind of out in the open, wearing plate mail, and a giant.
Fair enough.
shield
I'm okay with
belt.
that. Yeah.
So it picks you up, and you hear it hissing in Infernal. Those of you who understand can hear it saying, let's see if I got.
Not that one. No. Nope.
I appreciate that Darcy is keeping me. He's my co-producer, apparently.
That's right. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. No.
It's your birthday. All right, let's try this one.
It was yesterday. I don't know if that was clear or not.
There. Get those interlopers. Better? Alright.
It's better.
Nice. All right.
Yeah, we'll go with that one. Yeah.
Yeah, get that one. All right. So it manages to spot you and direct its allies, and I don't think it's going to do anything else this turn. Yeah, it's just going to kind of cheer on his pals and be a leader from the back. All right.
I super didn't realize Bone Devils had, wings. I guess they're,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's very
They must look
Dracula.
real creepy. Yeah.
There's the. I should do that as a poll for any viewers. Is it Dracolic or Dracolich?
It's obviously Lich. What are you talking about? Not even a question. What a question is that?
Oh no. Did all our screens get all screwed up? Yep, they all got screwed up.
Probably. Yeah.
Oh, they're back. They're back. All right,
We lost Valerie.
just for the minute. All right. Well, we'll do what we can. Now, oh, it's all over the map. Oh man, we're having some
Once
technical
the cam
problems
comes back
now.
on, it should rearrange, but until then. There you
Hey.
go. It should be
Okay.
fine now. Yep. Should
All right.
everything should be right back where it was.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah, it's true.
Hey, I'm Hen now.
Oh, you're back to being Darmida now. All right. Coming up
Okay.
next, the Iron Golem. There's only one
okay.
thing that it
Much faster
sees.
than I expected.
It's yeah. It rolled really well. It
All right.
rolled really well. So it.
So
It's
can I
almost
interrupt you
eye
for a
to
second
eye
before you
with-
go through?
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to establish something. So last time we saw Hen, she was kind of out of it. She was like having a conversation with the demon in her head.
You know, like you do.
Like you do. So I don't remember exactly what was going on, and I do kind of want to pick up where that left off, but I also have it's combat. So
You can definitely hear
I think
this
maybe,
voice.
yeah, I think maybe that like snaps me out of it because I was talking to this one voice in my head, and then this other voice in my head starts talking. Like, whoa. Well, a voice in reality, really. But it's also in Infernal, which I did not speak until like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, right, because you cast tongues. All of a
I
sudden,
cast
it starts
tongues.
making sense.
Yeah.
I
So I think that like whatever we were talking about, which I've super forgotten. I think that breaks me to like, oh, there's actually a fight happening. Oops.
Also, the massive lightning bolt from the javelin that he flung.
Yeah, that happened.
It makes a lot of noise. So you're
Cool.
definitely starting to snap out of it, but not before the Infernal Golem. The Infernal
Right,
Golem.
I have a
just-
reaction, so I want to establish this before.
Yeah, that's fine. So the Infernal Golem just eye to eye with the flying Faluri, and it's just like, and this like, oh, I gotta add the, and just starts swinging at you. So a couple things are gonna happen here. Yeah, it's gonna hold that. So it just starts slamming at Faluri.
This is gonna hurt, isn't it?
Maybe not. Does 12 hit your AC?
Nope.
How about 20?
I'm going to cut you off.
Yes.
I'm going to cut you off before you said yes. I got there in
All right.
time. Everyone heard it.
I heard it.
Yeah.
I don't even know if this works on a golem, honestly. But yeah, like I get like snapped out of this. I see Faluri is like about to take this huge blow. I just like call out like I guess I have to call it to the golem, not to Faluri mechanically.
Yeah.
I'd rather say something inspiring, but whatever. I think I'm basically gonna like try and like goad its attention to me instead, right? Like, how
Oh,
do
I love
even
it.
get its
Hold on.
attention?
So you hear this like cranking, like screeching sounds when it moves. This thing is not
Mhm.
quiet, and it's got these weird like hums and like as it's starting to move around. And your music ear picks up. You're like, there's a rhythm to that and a frequency, and you just send it back at that same frequency. Just a quick little
Ooh, yeah,
burst
I
of
just like
sound,
let it like a note, yeah.
like a hum or like a.
So like I'm like
screech.
standing up now. Like I wasn't like stealthy, but I was like down. So now I like stand up and I just like let out this like noise. Ah! That's
And
not
just-
it though.
Yeah,
Something better.
and that particular frequency, it just, and it just looks at you. Roll your cutting words.
Yeah, it's D8. That's only 3, but that's probably enough for a monk.
17. Does 17 hit your AC?
Nope.
Nice.
There we go.
You gotta
All
have a
right.
19.
That just
Thank you.
momentary glance, the fist
Alright,
just
that's my
whoosh
reaction.
over
And
top.
that's
Nice.
one of my bardic inspirations. Okay, great.
All right. Next
How
up,
many do I have at this level?
that is. Oh, it's It actually takes It's not going to leave your influence there, Valerie, but it takes a few steps towards Henrietta, who's now got its attention as you're kind of flying, and it's just like moves past. It doesn't go so far that it can that you get an opportunity attack, though. Oh, what the hell? Yes, it does. We love hitting stuff. It's not a very smart creature. It keeps going.
Ah, dude.
It now leaves.
All right. So,
Yeah,
opportunity attack, you say?
Opportunity attack. How opportune.
Yeah.
Whoa, 26. Oh, yeah. That hits. You're just like, I'm going to tear the plating off this thing.
Yeah, with the 6 damage.
Hey, every bit counts.
Yeah.
Every little bit.
You're just clawing and like, you're eking off. It's this weird substance. You kind of check your nails later. And it's as if it's stone and iron. It's like together, like fused in this almost brittle kind of. The only problem is it is quite
stone alloy.
Yeah, it's like a stone alloy, and it's not that tough, but it is. I mean, it's still stone, and you're clawing at it, so it doesn't do a ton of damage.
Yeah, we do like clawing, and it's like, oh, these look like normal, like, bird talons, and then like your whole key infused strike thing.
Yeah, it's
channels through
it's
it.
more about you're able to hit it in just the right spot with that little from the monk. All right, coming up next.
You know how hard it is to find a manicurist in hell?
We gotta find that bazaar.
Yeah,
Exactly.
All right, coming up next is Henrietta. On
Yeah.
deck is other stuff. Let's keep going. Henrietta.
Alright.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, go.
Yeah. I think I like have a little like quip back like into my head, like we'll finish this later. And I run down and I just try to like take this thing's knees out and bring it to the ground. So I'm gonna do a like trip attack.
All right.
Which is athletic versus either athletics or it's gonna be athletics, like who am I kidding? With only 15. That's definitely beatable.
Not if I keep rolling like this. That's
Great.
a 13.
All right, so yeah, I run down this like little small. I don't actually know how much the decline is, but I assume it's something.
Yeah.
The incline, I guess. So I run down that, hit it in the legs, and like topples and falls. I assume I'm allowed to do that against something this big. I've heard different rulings across my time of playing D&D.
I would allow it. You've got the momentum down the hill, and it's more like you it's almost like as you slide near it, you get your edge of your shield underneath one of its feet, and then just yank the shield, almost like pulling a carpet out from underneath its foot, and before its full weight's on it, you just make it topple a little bit.
Is it just large size, right? Because you can do it with one size larger, but just not two. If it's huge, then then you can do it.
All right, so do you want to move you, or should I move you?
Oh, I should probably do that, shouldn't I? Yeah. So.
Oh, I made it marked. I shouldn't do that. Hold on. I'm just.
So I knock it down. I don't know exactly where I end up in this whole process because.
Let's just put you here so I don't lose track of you.
All right.
All right.
And I'm gonna like basically like I probably like pin a single leg or something, logistically. But so I'll make another check for grapple.
Absolutely.
And let's do that. Athletics.
Fine.
Not better. 22.
22?
And I'm probably gonna shout something out, and I have tongues on right now, so people will understand me. And it's like, what was I gonna say? That's always the problem.
You do succeed. It only got a 17. So you managed to get it in like a leg bar something?
Yeah. So its movement is 0, and you spend your movement to stand up, so it can't stand up until it breaks the grapple.
Nice.
And I showed something out like, well, so much for subtlety. I don't want any trouble. We're just gonna get the guy and go. All right. And then I'm like, that could be better. Work on that later. All right, cool. That's me. That's my turn. I make 2 attacks and that's it. Yeah. I guess I can bonus action for both stuff. I'd rather the cutting word. So.
It's
Pardon?
what the Bone Devil says. Trouble wants you. All right.
Mhm.
In Avernus, trouble wants you. All right. Coming up next. Sorry, I'm gapping out large. There we go. Coming up next. Ooh, these guys. All right, the Chain Devils leap into action. One of them. Oh, they're both. No,
They're both restrained.
they're
and can't
both
see
restrained.
anything
Can't see jack.
or
And
hear
if they
anything.
move, they essentially die.
Yeah, we like cut into their vision for a second, and it's just like this howling shadow prison.
So instead, what they do is they stay put, but they take both hands. Both of them go extend their hands to the ground, and the chains that wrap their entire bodies begin shooting into the ground at like in this almost like a blast of a shotgun, but it's chain links just, and you can see. If you look really closely, you could see the chain beginning to unravel and revealing more and more tortured flesh beneath their skin, beneath their wrappings. And they start pouring more and more of their chains into the ground. All of the chains around them begin to animate. And they're not leaving, but they're commanding their chains to attack. And so the chains that are binding Kostchtchie, I think that was his name, Kostchtchie's, Carl's, not our Carl, the other Carl, Maw begin to unravel, and a lot of them leave him and start seeking for things to attack. So I'm just going to
That
put
seems
them...
like a terrible idea. Why would they do that?
Well, they're panicked, so I'm going to put a couple of chains around as they...
Right.
And a few of them used to be connected to some of the lemurs as well. So we're going to say there's about 3 each. And several of them were snaked around this guy. Most of them end up leaving and start looking around for things to attack. Now, unfortunately, they don't move very far. So they're kind of just groping about. And I think one of them detaches from here and will actually end up being close enough to possibly strike Henrietta.
Oh, sure.
But otherwise, the others just kind of seek around for things to attack. This one's going to go after the Hound of Ill-Omened.
And the chains are animated. They're doing their own attacks, so it doesn't matter that they're like blind or whatever. That's cool.
Exactly. So they're just kind of seeking around for things to attack. And so these two are going to go after the Hound of Ill-Omened. Everything else seems to be airborne. And the one stays on Kostchtchie. Kostchtchie? I don't know how to pronounce that.
As long as we're consistent, it doesn't matter what the correct thing is.
Kostchtchie. Yeah. His name is Kostchtchie. I don't know.
Sure.
So one of them, only one, remains on him.
I can't remember the javelin and lightning. What damage did it do? Like, did it do? I think it went through the chain devils, right? And ended up in the bone devil.
It ended up in the bone devil.
Okay, so
it's laying on the ground right about there, just beneath where the bone devil was lying. It jabbed into it, and it was like knocked it out. It did do damage, but it's now fallen on the ground.
All right, just want to make sure I'm tracking where it is. So I pick it up after.
Let me just pull up real fast my chain devil. Oh, chain devil, come here. My most used of devils.
Old Faithful.
Old Faithful. Oh, lucky. All right. Animated chains. Oh, Henrietta. Nat 20 on an athletics check to grapple you. Oh, sorry, just to hit, I think. Sorry, just 1 second.
Is this a save? Is this an attack roll or what?
It's I'm just reading about that. No, it is.
Okay.
It is a standard grapple check. So go ahead and make it contested athletics. I'm assuming.
I got 22.
And it got.
We got nat 20, probably more than that.
Yeah, it got 28. So you are considered grappled.
Yeah, I'll let that happen.
And
mean,
next,
Right now,
the
it's too
other
late,
one,
but-
it does have reach. So, I'm going to say, Valerie, you're not quite high enough, as one of those chains just goes after your ankle. Does 20, it's a contested either acrobatics or athletics, your choice. Go ahead and make your roll. As this hooked chain just tries to grapple around
20.
your ankle. 20?
Good luck.
Oh, it is a tie. What is your dex mod?
My dex mod is a 4 plus 4.
Nice. It only is a 2, so you win that contest. Just. I'm gonna say it works like that. Is that fair?
Sure. I mean,
That is fair.
I figured meets beats, but who do I pick? My
I mean,
buddy or my
in this
animated
situation,
channel?
rules is written, if there's a tie, nothing happens, so the attacker would lose
Okay, there you go.
in that situation.
All right. Okay, so that's.
But I
the
like what you
two-
did, so
Let's have those two chains going after the Hound of Ill Omen. Nat 1. Actually, one of the chains, because they can't see that well, goes after the Bone Devil with that Nat 1. Flying up in the air. It's 20 feet up. But let's say, just for fun, its leg comes low for a second. So I'm going to do a contested between the Bone Devil and it. The Bone Devil probably wins. That's a plus 8 as 16 versus. I'm gonna check my Bone Devil stats, like you do. No, the Bone Devil is grappled by
Awesome.
their own minion's chain because it is blinded. And also, come on, that's more fun.
that is more fun.
All right.
It is in the air, though, so I don't know.
He is, but it's just dangling off of its one leg. Get off. So, and it's like
Right.
dragging, and the little spikes are digging in like little anchors into the ground, so it's slowing its movement, if not stopping it. Temporarily, anyway. Okay, and do you want to roll for Hound of Ill Omen? Fenris?
Sure.
Ooh, not a great roll. Only a 12.
Mm. 16.
The Hound leaps out of the way. It's funny because the chain goes to smack it, and it evaporates into misty shadow for a second, and then re-apparates next to where it was standing. That's just flavor, though. It can't actually teleport. Okay, let's keep on keeping on. Next up, I believe, and I told you I should have ripped this page out when I said I should rip the page out.
Try to record all
Hound
of
of
our
Ill
games as much as
Omen,
possible,
you're up.
Whether that's Dungeons and Dragons or Shadowrun or
Hound of
another
Ill Omen can
tabletop
only
role-playing.
attack the Bone
Just a quick
Devil.
side note about all
Is the
the
Bone Devil
licenses
still in the air?
The Bone Devil
Our
is
music
10
is
feet
all
in
Creative
the air.
Commons attribution music on our live
Can the
stream
Hound,
video
hound,
feed
can
on
the
YouTube replay,
Hound
or
jump
click
up and try to
VOD
snap
all
at it, or
of
is that
your
too far out
YouTube
of the way?
artists. So be
Whoa,
sure to
I hit
check
a
out those
weird button.
individual art-
Sorry, we're not done yet. Get back here, internet.
Yeah.
I hit the credits. I'm gonna say Hound can do you know what? It had to do an athletics check last time as to get out of the way. If it didn't, I was gonna say you could do an athletics check to see if it could jump high enough. But I'm gonna say, unfortunately, it's out of reach right now.
Then it can't do anything.
Yeah. Okay.
Can it, like, climb up that side of the cliff and then jump on it? Because that would be rad.
Sure. You
That
can
would be
prep
the
for that
athletics
next time.
check. Yeah, that'd be the athletics check, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So you can get lined up for next time. You can go ahead and
Okay.
move it where you want.
Like, see this quarry flying, and it's like, well, But I've jumped off ledges and onto flying things before.
Of
Wink.
course. I mean, come on, who hasn't? It's what we do in Canada. It's how we roll.
I was talking with the shadow wolf, but sure, yeah, that too.
All right, Hound of Ill Omen's done. He's just lining up, circling.
All right. Next up is finally Darmida. You kind of Give your head a shake and get back in the game.
Okay, so I finally decided to put the mark on myself. That is my.
I think you're
hunter's
on
mark.
mute there.
Am I?
I
No?
can hear it.
No,
I can hear.
No? Damn it.
Oh no, Carl's having internet.
No,
I can't
just
see-
Can't hear Darmita.
I can't see Carl,
It's all right.
so
As long
I
as you
don't know
guys
if there's a
but-
connection.
Are you
We
guys
can
fighting?
hear and see you both. Yeah. Your
I
internet.
can
All
I
right.
can hear him.
Well,
Weird.
no.
Anyway.
we'll keep going.
Let's keep
Hopefully that'll fix
Um,
itself.
Yeah, so I put my hunter's mark on myself, just so you know. You can put that on whoever I put it on.
Right.
So I'm going to
It's
bonus
available.
action. I'm going to mark Hell Iron Golem.
All right.
That's what I do.
Mark
Now,
it on.
I'm
Can
a
I shout
little
out before you do something?
Huh?
Can I shout out at you before you do something?
DM?
Yeah.
I was asking you because I don't want to interrupt your
Sure.
turn. Yeah, so I want to say, Darmita, get the chains off of Kostchtchie. You know who I mean. So that's my advice.
Do
That's
I?
all I can do. Yeah, the big
Oh,
giant guy we're here for.
Do you recall what you wanted to
and
do?
where's he located? He's
is-
located.
The big
No.
giant.
He's the big.
Yeah, that
giant
is him.
Thing. Still somewhat chained up.
And what is.
It's got an animated chain. It's also
40.
bound behind it with regular chains or other chains that are just layer upon layer of chains binding its wrists and elbows behind this what is essentially a pillar, and it is bound pretty tight by all these chains. But you can see its head as you look at it. You can see its eye just open, and it takes in. And this really low rumble begins.
So. Oh, I didn't know if you were going to continue.
No, that's it.
Growling.
What do you want
Darmita,
Um,
shoot the chain devil.
So, can I just double check something? Because it's been 2 weeks.
to do? Yeah.
I can't remember because we had to re-roll initiative tonight. Is this my first round or not? Do I have my 3? Is what I'm asking.
I think you did attack once. I'm pretty
I don't know
sure.
who-
Okay.
Yeah, you basically really hurt one of the chain devils.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
one of the
really
chains
badly.
is like
Yeah.
just
All right.
getting it on.
Oh, so I can't then bonus action my.
And this is really annoying me.
Sorry, I can't bonus action my. So I didn't do that because it would still be on the chain devil. My mark, my
Right.
hunter's mark. So I'm going.
It's now green.
Hannah's done that, or said that, so I'm going to activate my boots,
There we go.
and
your
I'm
boots were
going
still active from
to.
before.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna fly to.
Nice.
Here,
So you just go
close to Valerie.
up into the air, over top of all these things, and come landing down, or at least do you go down to the ground, or you just stay up in the air?
I'm gonna go down so I can attempt to start unchaining him.
Now, just so
But
you know,
I had to use my dash
okay, and I don't know if you have any
because
movement
that
left,
was
but just behind it
well.
would be its where its arms are chained. So I'll flip it upside down so you can kind of see from our perspective. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll just scoot you over
Oh.
just a smidge, just so that's
Okay.
kind of the best position to get at its chains.
Hey, and I can hear
All right.
Bella right now. Good job.
Yay!
Yay!
Internet.
So I had to use a dash because I've only got 30 feet,
Mm.
I believe, even with the boots. So I would have gotten there, and I don't believe. Oh, yeah, it's 30 feet. No, that's Oh, it's equal to my speed. So yeah, 30 feet. So I get to there, but I don't have any bonus action or anything to interact with an object.
All right. Well, you definitely get. You can see all these scratch marks and just vicious, seeping wounds along its arms, body, legs, but especially where the chains came off. You can see they've been.
Well, I know what I'm
gonna
do
on its arms and legs. And now there's these.
I know what I'm gonna do.
Sure.
I'm gonna get its attention, and I'm gonna look dead in its eyes, and let it see me, and project myself as much as I can as my mother.
Nice.
All right. Do you speak
Are you using
Abyssal?
unsettling visage?
I'll be right back.
I do.
It's not called that. Someone told me also.
I
All
do
right.
speak Abyssal.
All right. So you understand.
And I'm going
what
to
is
talk to
saying.
it.
Okay.
And I'm going to talk to it.
Sure. Go for it. What do you want
And
to say?
I'm going to be like, my mother, Nishida, sent me. We need to help each other. Will you agree if I free you? He's a demon. He's going to say, like...
All right. It doesn't reply, but its eyes, like it looked at you and sees you leap and land right next to it, and it turns its head. It turns its head toward you, and you can just hear it murmuring. And it essentially, at the moment, it's just like, hold on, trying to find the right one. I don't want to make Darcy mad at me. Let's try ogre. Let's try ogre. It's in here somewhere.
I need
Completely illegible.
free. Set me free.
It's cutting out.
Yeah. It's like too low for it to mic to pick up or something. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense even. How could that be the case?
Set me
No,
Okay. Sometimes.
Can you guys understand?
Darmina
that at all?
backs up like, fuck. Nope.
Okay. It said.
It sounded
"Set
scary."
Me free.
Right. It's not making a deal. It's just like, do it.
Yeah.
Let's try again.
Set me free.
And I'm going to start leaning over to do that.
Okay. Cool.
Bargain with the fucking devil.
Worth a try. Well, you'll see what it says in a sec. All right, let's keep on keeping on. Coming up next, Fenris.
Okay. I am going to. Is the Hell Iron Golem is prone and grappled?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it is prone and grappled. It is big, but it is trying to sit itself up. Its limbs like rotate backwards, and it tries to push itself up off. But yeah.
Okay. I'm going to. I'm worried about it having reach though, so I'm going to move over here. Oop.
But why?
But why? Why wouldn't it? And I'm going to. Yeah. I'm going to fling a fireball into this. Basically right here.
Ooh,
So that
how does that look?
Basically
I'm
right here.
excited.
So it doesn't. Hold on. I don't want to hit Kostchtchie. That'll piss him off. But I'm trying to fling it so that it's. Can I like? Yeah, I can do. Actually, I can do that right here. Boom, boom. It's gonna hit the wolf, but oh well. It's going to hit the two chain devils and the bone devil.
I'll tell you what. Can I get you to do an Arcana check for me?
I was gonna say because Valerie was gonna touch her necklace and just keep
Ooh,
an observation.
terrible. I'm going to use my last luck point.
You sure? It's fine. It's not that big a deal. It's fireball.
Yeah, no, I think I will.
All right.
10.
Not much
But no,
better, but
not
it is
like-
better. Not a nat
It is
1.
better.
All right.
Not that one.
You gather that if you placed it right here, it on the diagonal, it would just singe Kostchtchie. Every time. That's going to be my thing. We're going to mispronounce it every time. So you're
mean,
going to
if
have
you
to go
choose one, it's
slightly
fine.
further away.
Okay.
Just a little. Because that might have changed how he reacted. If you're like, boom.
Yeah. Nice. And I am going to use transmuted spell.
Yeah, you are.
And I'm going to turn that into because I saw lightning affect them before. I'm going to turn it into a lightning ball.
Interesting.
So what you guys see is you see typically what it starts off as is what you see is the fireball, which has been very ineffective in Avernus, by the way.
Okay.
And it also just starts to change in form, and it's all
Louis
just a
stops.
ball of lightning that crackles. Because I saw what happened
Cool.
with the javelin, I'm like, whew, and I toss that into the corner, and they
Nice.
get to make dexterity saving throws. But they are, I think they're all at disadvantage because they're all restrained in some way.
If they're dex safe, then yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. All right. Can you roll for your wolf?
I will roll for my wolf. Poor wolf. Sorry, buddy.
So Valerie lets go of her necklace and abandons the
the
idea
wolf-
of the
The
fireball.
wolf fails.
Yeah.
The wolf fails.
Wolf is going to die. You can go ahead and delete him.
Well, he may not die.
Does... Ooh, those chain devils are not very dexy. Does 11?
No.
No. All right. And bone devil. A little more dexy. But disadvantage, because it is grappled by his own... Hoisted by his own petard. 9. That's a fail. They all
Yeah,
three
that's-
fail.
Okay.
Well, all 4.
Roll
technically.
86.
Make a roll. As this fiery lightning just... It still has the fire effect, but there's this jolt within that just tears through and arcs off the stone. I'm just
And
going to
I'm
wait for him
going
to
to-
empower that, because I see a 1 there.
Yeah. Yes, I am going to empower that. 1, 2,
You-
3,
you-
4.
Do not like it, Sam. I am.
Yeah, I'm going to re-roll the 3 2s and the 1. And you know what? I'll re-roll the 3 2s, the 1, and the 3. So 5 dice.
That's what I figured too.
All right. Make
Ooh,
your rolls. sir.
Kind of good.
Yeah.
15 plus 8 plus 6.
Hey, they can't all be
What,
Oh,
five
death.
damage, is
That's
that
great.
right?
29.
29. That's not too
29.
bad.
Not too
29 damage to all 3 of them, though. That ain't bad at all. So,
That ain't bad.
all right. Let me jot that down.
And the wolf is still up.
The wolf managed to shrug 29 damage.
Starts with 34 and he has temporary hit points. Equal to half my level. So.
Nice. I did not realize that. One of the chain
Sorry,
devils.
37 plus.
The chain devil that
Temporary.
is the farthest away from the explosion, just these. It's taken a beating, and it's still got one chain on the Kostchtchie, and so the lightning hits the chain and arcs up towards it, and it's just, and you can see its head just the flesh starting to swell and burst beneath the remaining chains, and then its own pressure against the chains just is too much, and you see the chains that are enveloping it just crush through, and just all this blood and grossness just starts pouring out and it collapses dead. And the shadow that was there disappears. The other one takes a nasty hit. Nasty, I say. But is still alive. And the Bone Devil is still angry. I think you made him angry. Okay. That's your turn. Unless you want to do anything else.
Yeah, I'm gonna move over here. Oop.
Spoken like
Now I'm done.
like a true sorcerer. You must flee back to your hiding spot. Nice. Okay. Coming up next. Almost top of the order. But first,
Tell him you're gonna do something. I'm here too. Hey.
You
Hello.
little flying woman. Who is this Nishida?
Ooh.
can you make that out?
Yeah, that's good.
I didn't make it all out, but I made the end out. Can I insight him?
Absolutely. Kostchtchie is the massive giant. And you've seen giants before, and there's something very fiendish about him.
Fitting.
Oh my goodness.
Natural 1. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Love it.
It's a good thing that that checks don't matter for natural ones. It's not like a weapon, like an attack, but still, that sucks.
All right.
That
This thing,
sucks.
the breath coming off this thing, just instantly, you look up at it, and you catch a snoot right in the face of it just being like, and you're just like, oh, it is awful. Do a Constitution saving throw.
Talk to you soon, Bella.
Ultimate morning breath. Go for it. All right. 11.
11.
You manage not to vomit, but you are just like, oh. And then it looks at you. It seems you're so distracted by all that you don't get any read at all on it. But it is its turn, and it turns to you and says,
Let me go, and I will destroy my enemies. Are you my enemy?
I'll wait till my turn, but I know what I'm doing.
all right. Okay, coming to the top of the order. Valerie, you are currently
All
grappled.
right. I'm using my bonus action.
Oh, no, you're
No,
not.
I'm not.
You're free.
That's right. Born blind free, my friend.
Nice.
So I am going to use my bonus action to do Shadow Step and move essentially behind the golem, and I get an advantage on my hit.
Absolutely. Just
So
you teleport. Just, what is it, 20 feet? Not even?
I can go up to 60, but
Nice.
I think.
Make your
Let's
rolls,
see.
sir. With advantage. Technically because of the flank, but... And also it's fallen and restrained. You got advantage all over the place.
It's technically not restrained. It's grappled and prone.
Oh,
But
right.
because it's prone, you have advantage.
I have advantage because of what I just did, but I'll take anything. All right, first hit is 19.
19. And a 19. So you just bamf and, like, next to the wall, and then kick off of it in a downward, like, double fist strike. Make your damage roll. That's a hit.
12.
Holy crap.
Nice. That's the most damage you've done so far. Nice. In a single
well,
hit,
yeah,
that's
it is. Yep, and then the other hit, and I'm going to use a key point for stunning strike on this one. Probably won't hit.
What's the
17.
17?
17.
Just hits. So you slam both fists into it, your claws out, digging into and you manage to get a purchase, and your legs are still above you because you're still sort of flying, and you drive your knee in this downward boom right into its. And
so that one hit for 11.
Woof.
And it's a DC 15 for Constitution.
Woof. That is a pretty hard hit,
Point of
sir.
order. I'm pretty sure you don't have to spend the stunning strike before attacking, so you can see if it hits or not first.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's true.
All right.
I wasn't watching that close.
Well, it did, so I suspended.
Yeah,
You're
it's
all
great.
good.
Yeah, just so you know.
So you drive your knee into this thing, and some of its iron chest plate just buckles like a massive dent into its torso, and you can hear this sound as something in somehow whatever mechanism animates this is just grinding away, and then you hear that sound stop, and then the same thrumming that you've heard before returns. It passes not by a lot, but it did pass its DC. All right.
One day
It's
it's gonna.
Yeah, it's very constitutional, and I don't mean take a walk. All right. Is that your entire turn?
It is.
All right. Coming up next. Where did I put that piece of paper? There it is. All right. Coming up next, it is the Bone Devil. All right, the Bone Devil is pissed off. And it is mad at the chains, so it's just going to escape from the chain, and it's going to spend as many attacks as it has in order to do so. Oof. Man, this thing is not getting a break. Okay. Oh, no. Nope. That's a no. So this chain is now looping around it like a python, and it's just like, no, you stupid. And it's just trying to pull it off, and it's just making it wind tighter. So in all 3 attempts, failed to escape from its allies' animated chain. That sucks. All right, next up. For it's great for you guys. Iron Golem. The Infernal Iron Golem is going to try. Well, it's not restrained.
No.
And it's got 2 potential things. It's
But
just
it is
gonna.
prone.
Yeah, it is prone, and it can't stand up yet. It's gonna
Can't stand
try on its first attack to get out of the grapple. So go ahead and contest that.
18.
Oof. I am rolling like garbage. All right. It is not free with a... What was that? I'd have to look that up. Just to say, I know it's not going to succeed with a 4.
Yeah, it's like struggles, and I keep my the pressure on, and I look up at Valyria, and it's like, leave this one. We have a job to do. This is under control.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Yes, I have control of it.
All right. It's going to try
I get it.
again this time. Actually, it's just going to lash out at... I'll just roll a d6. Evens or Henrietta. Even
Sure.
it is. It's frustrated
Right.
at you and just decides to slam you. Oh.
Okay, take disadvantage.
Yeah, no, next time. All right. Disadvantage.
Mm-hmm. Although, no, actually, it cancels because I'm restrained. Sorry.
Right.
Flat.
So straight roll.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that is... Ooh. All right. Well, actually, technically, I need to roll one just to see. Oh, it rolled better that time. All right. So that is 26 to hit your AC.
I'll take it.
All right. And that is going to be... You take 21 damage, bludgeoning damage, and I need you to do a DC con check. As this thing, the iron, the knuckles on this thing, there's this jagged, rusty iron, and it just slams into you.
I got 22.
All right, so the effect was it would reduce your HP permanently to that until until greater restoration. But
That
you're
is
fine.
brutal.
Yeah, it's mean. All right, 21 damage, and it's just like. All right, next up, that would be Henrietta.
All right. I'm going to retreat into my mind for a moment, and I'm going to try and contact his voice in the helmet.
Okay.
What is this? Can you control it? This isn't alive. It's just a thing. It's just a tool. How do I control it?
Now, Darcy, you do get a veto if you need it, but here we
Okay.
go.
Ah, yes. Devils, not so much. Demons? Demons, I like. This, I cannot touch. But that one, perhaps.
You get the impression that
that
the
one?
voice inside your head, when it said that one, it implied Kostchtchie. As you remember,
Right.
this special helm you
Yeah.
have is a helm
Control
of
demons,
demon
but-
command.
Is this voice not actually a demon? I thought this voice was a demon. That's so weird that it makes it like to control them, but I figured also
it's
with like
not a devil.
right. Oh no, I get that. I was asking for more information about like, hey, this is a machine. Usually
Oh.
golems can be deactivated or something or blah 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 blah. To be
Right.
reprogrammed.
I mean, you can spend a plot point if you want.
Oh,
You get
I'd
'em.
love to do that.
All right. There you go. It is
Like
fiendish.
no, I just like no, it's I want to be like no, not control its mind. It doesn't have one. Just how do I have it obey me, right? Like that whole thing. And I want there to be a way.
And
maybe
so
we
you
can't
spend the
know.
plot point. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. You spend the plot point.
Ah, wait. These stupid constructs.
There we go.
I can pause it. I can trick it for a while. If you wish.
That's not what I'm looking for. Never mind.
You spend a plot point if you want to be able to, like, basically you can do what, like, a command spell specifically
Right, I don't wanna do that.
targeted
That's not what I'm
on
interested in
infernal
doing.
things.
Yeah, I know. I'm not interested in doing that.
Okay.
Okay. If I still have time, because I know that might have taken a while, I'm going to try and break this chain.
Sure.
Not like break it. 'Cause
Like,
I'm gonna
break the
try and-
grapple.
Yeah. Is that just normal athletics?
Yep.
Okay. That takes my turn though, right?
Breaking it, yes.
It's not technically an attack.
You can, if you have 2 attacks in a turn, you can do it twice, if it comes to that. So one of
Sure.
your
I mean, I
attacks could
got
be
a
the
31,
break.
so like I did doesn't. But
What did you get? Sorry,
31. It's
31.
fine. Like,
Whoa.
yeah.
It got a 19, and okay. So yeah, you're just like shrug it off.
Yeah. Can I like still be holding on to it because it's just a chain, right?
If you want to, sure.
Cool. So I think I'll let go of the golem, and I'm like, all right, Flurry, if you say so. And I'm gonna grab this chain, and I'm gonna run over to where Kostchtchie is.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with this chain. I'm just gonna hold on to it. Maybe it'll come in useful.
It's writhing, but it's not able to get a good purchase on you, like a snake that you're holding at arm's
Yeah.
bay.
That's right. Like, all right.
All right, that's your turn.
Yeah.
All right,
basically.
cool. Coming up next, the Chain Devil, which can't do
If I
a
could
whole
help
lot.
do whatever Darmita's doing, I would, but I don't think so because that's not an attack, right? So,
Yeah,
yeah, that's fine.
unfortunately.
You could always try to move out, you know.
Oh, Henrietta charges into danger and talks to her helmet.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Actually,
keep on.
how close can I get to Darmita? Darmita, are you like in a unreachable position? Can you flying or?
No,
can I
you
get to
can. I mean, she's a little elevated, but you can.
I'm on the ground.
Okay.
Oh,
I just
right,
want to
you're
be
on the ground.
adjacent to her because
you
I've
can
got
totally
a bunch of like aura effects. Yeah, so I'll just be
Yeah.
over here.
Totally.
Cool. I'm like, all right, I'm here to get you out of here.
And you can see this massive head of this giant creature kind of pivot towards you a little bit and take you in. The eyes narrow, and it just kind of notices that you walked up. That's all. All right.
Yeah.
Coming
And
up.
just for the record, Golem still prone, not grappled. So,
Okay. Good to know. I'll just leave that on there for a second. All right. Coming up next, Chain Devil is just busy, held inside its own mind. The swirling thing is, and the chains continue writhing around and just making nuisances of themselves. That's about it. I guess this one does. Let's roll. Can I get somebody to roll a D8? We're gonna do splatter pattern.
3.
Oh, all right. I'll take 2 of them. I love it. All right, Valerie, 2, 1, 2. So this chain moves this way, and this one moves directly up. So they are moving that way, and they're heading towards this little lemur, which is stuck up in there. And it's just like, and the chains just start thrashing up and just binding it. Okay, and that's it, because the Chain Devil can't do anything. Does it get a save to get out of that thing, Fenris?
Let's see.
Yeah, it might be end of turn. That wouldn't be surprising.
It's mind for whatever it
Nope.
is.
Nope.
It's just trapped.
It
forever.
failed its save, and it's trapped for 1 minute.
Okay. Well, in combat, that's pretty much forever. Nice. All right, that's its turn. All right, and next up, Houndy.
He's gonna try to go after the Bone Devil.
All right, make your athletics attack, so to speak.
$20.
Whoa.
Oof.
Yes.
Nice. 17. It manages to just leap off the cliff and just grab onto it, and the teeth wrapping around one of its arms. And yeah, it's right up there on him.
Okay. It does 2d6 plus 11 damage.
Nice.
Bitey bite.
Chomp. All right. And now, coming up next, Darmita.
Just before that, the Bone Devil needs to make a DC 13 saving throw or be knocked prone. Would be very funny if it failed.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled a
Right, that's the
4,
ground.
and the weight of this Shadow Hound, it's very anime. This thing just leaps, and all the shadows just follow it like this extra long mane, and they just pile onto this thing and just drive it to the ground. So it goes back down on the ground. All right, that's awesome.
Nice.
Nice.
How far up was it?
Okay.
It was 20.
10 feet.
That's a good point. It was 10 feet up.
10,
I
20
mean-
feet.
All right, it takes 4 damage from fall.
I mean, that's probably reduced. That's not magical.
Oh, that's true. 2 damage from falls. There you go. Okay.
Gotta be honest.
Next up, we are going, unless it's immune prone. I don't think it is.
Oh dear
No.
God.
All right,
That'd be weird.
coming up next, Darmita.
Okay. So I look at Kostchtchie and smile, Darmita's smile, which is really not a smile. It's kind of intimidating.
No, I can't hear her again. Jesus.
And if you will, I want to do something, but I'm going to need some latitude from you, DM.
All right, I'm all
It's up
ears.
to you.
That's weird.
Go.
Would I get normally 2 attacks?
Just let me
But
know. if
I'm
she
not
tries
going to
kill
take
me,
an
that's
attack.
all.
What I want to do, what I'd like to do is, because I'm right next to him, I want to put my hand on him and heal him with my healing hands. And
Nice.
then grab the chains to try to break them.
All right. So
Now, legally, that would be 2
2
actions. But I'm asking, because I'm not taking an attack, can I use that? They're almost a simultaneous action. Like I'm asking if I could use it as my 2 attacks.
I think rules as written.
No.
I'll tell you what.
Rules as written, it's definitely no.
You know
but
what though?
that's why
if
I'm
you use
asking
your
for the
bonus
latitude.
action, I'll tell you what. I'll meet you at midway. You're gonna have to use one of your attacks and a bonus action to do your heal, and then the other one
Mhm.
you can start trying to pull off the chains. But I'm gonna punish the pull because you're more distracted by trying to heal him, so it's gonna be disadvantage.
Okay.
That fair?
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
So I'll first do the heal. So that's 12
Okay.
healing.
All right.
And that takes effect right away, and I'm sure he's feeling a little better.
Well, yeah. Some of those nasty wounds along its arms are starting to stitch back together, and you hear this low guttural. Like it seems to somewhat respond to that in a positive manner.
Because his last words were, "Are you friend or foe?" Friends don't, or foes don't do that. And then I'm going to do my attack on the. Well, I guess it's an attack on the chains.
Yeah, it's an
Free him?
athletics check.
I mean, I'm assuming there's no way that I can unlock them. It's not like.
You can look for a lock instead and investigate it.
It's probably not as simple as just breaking it, or you would have this like long ago, right? So
Yeah. I do have my thieves' tools, and I am proficient, so
That might be a better use of your time, actually.
I would do that. I would do that then.
All right, so go ahead and do your proficiency check with thieves' tools. As you look at it, and it's
Is
not
that
that there's a lock, but there are sections of the chain that appear weaker or stronger. So if you
I don't
pry
think it
at
is. Yeah, that makes sense.
that, you might be able to just dislodge something enough to weaken it.
Right, B&E gear is what these tools are.
Yeah. Sometimes you use the little tweezer thing. Other times you use the crowbar.
When people think of thieves tools, they only ever think of lockpicks, but there's more to it than that.
Oh yeah. So you wedge something in there and
So-
you start prying at it. So go ahead and roll your proficiency check.
Okay. So it would be it would be a d20 plus 8. So I'm going to just roll it in the roller because
Yeah, do it up.
unfortunately I don't have proficiency in sleight of hand, so I'm just going to roll.
You could just roll a d20 and then add the 8
Yeah.
or whatever you want to do.
That's
That'll
a
work.
26.
Whoa. So you just like, and you tap it with your fist in the right spot, and then you just pry the little pry tool, like a little screwdriver, just enough, and just tink, you see this link break and begin to stretch, and you kind of stand back a second as Kostchtchie looks down at you, and it is the most terrifying thing. This foul stench of this massive, wide, toothy grin.
Ma.
Yeah. Welcome to Kostchtchie's maw. And it just goes
And that would be my turn.
All right. Nicely
Now I
done.
can hear you again.
Cool. Very good.
All right.
And
Fenris.
Right. I guess I don't really want to I think a lot of the situation is kind of resolved. I don't want to expend too much more of my spells
You
because
just
I've
want to
used a
sit
lot.
back and watch the chaos.
Well, I am gonna I
You
Don't
look
think
up
I
the
could-
dimension door back out of this place. Like, I'm done.
No, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to... I'm going to actually just hold my action for anything funky. I'm just going to hold here with a... actually, you know what? I'm going to hide. I'm stealthing.
Nice.
All
I
right.
haven't done that in
Nice.
a while. Because
You
I'm
are in a
holding
good
things,
spot
they
to
seem to
hide.
have... Yeah.
He
Thank you.
steps
There you
back into the shadows. All right, you are stealth to the 19.
Maintaining concentration on the Chain Devil is to keep him out of harm's way. That the Bone Devil is knocked on his ass. I see that Kostchtchie's been freed, so I'm just gonna be yeah, I'm just gonna sit this round out.
As you broke the link, weird voice. As you broke the link on the chain, Darmida, that chain that had been animated and binding around it just kind of falls, and it's still got sections that are still together, but many of the links just give up, and it's essentially dead. Is what you pried at it with, and the thing. It's now Kostchtchie's turn, and it stands up, and just there's still a few chains around it, and you can just see these muscles swell and pulse, and then just the chains just and the arms swing. You have to duck, you and Henrietta both, as this massive arm reaches around, and it holds up its wrists. The blood's still seeping, but a little less. Your heal was somewhat effective, and it flexes its
The
fists,
point is not nothing.
and it looks, and it's flexing its massive stooped shoulders as though it's been held down for a really long time, and it looks down and takes in the area, and it begins by looking at you and gives this loud and a sniff, and then it pans its head over towards Henrietta, and then kind of glances back at Darmida for a second, and then let me do an intelligence check. Hold on.
Sure.
All right. It rolled a 10, and it looks at you as though you might be a threat, and then it continues looking around, and it sees the Chain Devil and the Bone Devil, and the Bone Devil has just fallen to the ground, and it Fenris, do me a favor, roll d6. Odds are chain, evens are bone. Odds are chain. It sees the Chain Devil that it had been imprisoned by, and its brow furrows, and this massive.
Can
And
it
it
just
just-
boot it?
Hmm?
Can it just boot it and have it go flying? Because that'd be really funny.
I love it. Yeah, it just it just lashes out at it, and it actually it reaches over and grabs it and pulls it
There we go.
towards it, and
Cool.
to try to do a bite attack. So it's a grapple.
And as it does,
Oh yeah. And the Chain Devil rolled a 1, so it looks up. The shadows part just enough so it can see its doom, and this massive fist comes in and grabs it around the legs and just heaves it out. What happens to it, Fenris?
it just as it does, just the shadows and the maws of the wolves just all pounce on it as it's being pulled through.
And the chain devil opens its mouth just like last time and just goes to scream, and these shadows in its mind go pouring into its mouth like the worst reverse vomit. I mean, as opposed to the good reverse vomits.
I don't know. Takes 54.
Eating is the good reverse vomit.
Ugh. All right, how many?
54.
It's true. Don't look at me like that, Bella.
So it all happens so
I was
fast.
just trying to picture it.
That's what eating is.
It all happens so very fast. But Kostchtchie draws this thing through, the shadows pour inside, and it just starts to like pulse from pain and agony and screech, but it can't get the air out because the shadows just keep pouring into its throat. And you're not sure if it's that damage or when Kostchtchie draws it into its mouth and just goes and just takes it off, basically from the shoulders up, and just and there's a little bit of a chain dangling still at like a loose piece of spaghetti, and it's just chewing, and the chain just starts to go, and it's like a terrifying version of that scene from Lady and the Tramp as he's like as he's sucking the chain off of the chain devil. It's just unraveling, and it's just chewing. All right.
Well, I think we're done here.
I don't know why this is so comical tonight, but it really fucking is.
Oh, that timing was precious. All right. That was Kostchtchie's turn. Top of the order, Valerie.
So, guys, what do I do with this? Do I keep hitting him, or
Yeah, keep hitting him. Keep hitting him.
all right? Just making sure. Is he still
I mean,
not
if
prone?
we
or-
could just go.
I'm just picturing Fenris calling up from the shadows.
Keep hitting him.
Keep hitting him.
The voice in my head just says, "Keep hitting him."
Practice makes perfect.
All right.
You
Good
could
catch,
try
Robert.
to turn him to be our servant.
And I tried
Just-
that, and it super didn't work.
True.
I don't have that power, so I'm just gonna hit him.
All right, make your rolls.
Not great. So I try to hit again. That was advantage, so 11 would have been a better hit anyways.
All right.
Okay.
Second hit.
No?
First hit misses. Second. Oh wait.
Yeah.
How are we doing this? Yeah, you. It is still prone.
The first hit would have had advantage.
Yeah.
So the first hit would have had advantage.
Ben now.
The highest one was 11.
Yeah, that doesn't hit. So just clang.
Exactly. So my second hit is a 26.
That hits.
All right. And I will use a stunning strike.
Okay. Don't
Because
forget
I'm
your
just
damage,
curious.
too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just curious. I want to know if this guy actually does it. That's it. 5. So I spent a key point, just out of curiosity.
All right.
DC 15 Constitution.
All right. Let me write that down. DC 15. Okay. No. It doesn't. You ping it in the head, and it turns towards you, and flaming eyes, and its mouth just kind of lit from a fire within, and it doesn't seem to be stunned. I'm sorry. I rolled a 19. I'm sorry.
All
It's
right.
possible.
I'm using another key point as bonus action for Flurry of Blows.
Sure.
So first hit. Not 13. That probably doesn't hit.
That misses.
I kind of thought so.
Keep
Oh, my
practicing.
streak's over, guys. 50.
15 still misses. Sorry, man. You're just like clang. You're
All
hitting it. You're like kicking it. You're clawing it. And its height is just so tough, like this exterior stony iron. Then that's your turn. Sorry, man. You can move if you want.
Hold on. And yeah, what if I flew up like up here, like on top of the rock, or like,
if you move, it will get an attack of about.
Yeah, if you leave its
even if he's
range. Now, right now, its range is only about 5 feet.
It's a disadvantage, but it'll still attack.
It would still attack you. You can risk it though if you want.
That's fine.
Okay,
I'll risk it. It's disadvantage, so
it is disadvantage.
I'll take advantage of that.
And let me just find it here. Does 17 hit your AC?
Nope.
Nice. It
No, it does
swings
not.
clumsily at you, and you just moving too fast for it. Okay. Coming up next. Bone Devil.
Oh, yeah,
Oh right, this chain devil is very decidedly no more. All right, Bone Devil is so mad at this chain, it just goes off on the chain and just beating on it, just trying to get away from this chain, and it's trying to claw itself backwards away from Kostchtchie. First one. Well, first one doesn't exist. I was trying to pull it off and it doesn't work. The second one. Oh, doesn't work. It's still restrained. And the very last attempt to get away.
Is that true if the chain devils die? Don't the chains just like stop?
That's a good point. That is an excellent point.
That's a good point. I think the chains are done.
I feel like they should all fall.
Oh yes, it is true. All the chains just fall slack. So this thing is not trying to get away.
It would just bolt?
It is going to try.
Cool.
So, Fenris, your Hound of Ill Omen, is still right there. It gets an attack of opportunity if you like.
Wouldn't Kostchtchie too?
Only a 13.
Oh, most likely. I bet they have reach, yeah.
Yeah, he's probably got reach. No, so the Hound of Ill Omen does not successfully get it, and Kostchtchie does have reach.
Yeah.
So,
Because, I mean, they grabbed the chain devil, so we must have right.
Yeah. So he reaches over and takes a swing at the Bone Devil as the Bone Devil goes to run away. Oh, dang. Oh, damn.
Dang.
Oh, I rolled a 19. Plus a bunch that I will not give away yet, but damn.
Demon Lords.
Demon Lord. Let's just say you want to keep him on your good side. That's a
I
message
healed
from
him.
our sponsors. And you
I
did
healed
heal
him. I'm the one.
It'd be great if this entire quest line had just actually was a dead end and he just kills us. It'd be amazing.
It could happen depending on how things
It's
go.
just like, oh yeah, you'll just open the module and it's like, oh yeah, if they pursue this, there's no reward for succeeding this quest. It just tries to kill you.
It just tries to kill you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be depending on how you do
It is what it is.
It was a possibility, and trust me,
Oh,
this thing
I'm
swinging
sure,
at
yeah.
you. There's a reason you want this on your side against Zeria.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
All right, so as the Bone Devil goes scurrying backwards, its wings stretching up, it just reaches up and just grabs it by the face and just pulls it forward and just gut punches this thing, and it takes how much?
Like 40 damage.
I
won't be impressed if it's less than 40.
No, it's not. It's not that much. Not that much.
Well, I'm not impressed.
Yeah, you're not impressed. It is a heavy gut punch, though, as the Bone Devil takes 20. 20 bludgeoning. And it is grappled. Actually, no, it's just on its face, so it's just holding it. All right, but it crunches it a bit with its hand, so it takes 20. All right, next up is... that was Bone Devil. Next up is Henrietta.
Isn't that the golem?
Oh, I'm sorry, you're right. It is the golem at 19. So the golem is going to stand and it just stands up, and its head just revolves all the way around, and its arms just kind of flip upside down. And its bottom torso spins, so it is now facing this way. You are about 15 feet up there, Valerie, but it's still gonna try. It's tracking you, and it's gonna try to just like pummel you. Actually, you know what? No, it is not. It
means you have to be outside of the reach for it to have gotten an attack of opportunity,
Yeah.
right?
So instead, it opens up its mouth, and then it just keeps
It
opening.
works! Yay!
It keeps opening until the top is open like a flip top. And this reddish orange glow, it just begins to burble up, and out comes this horrible sound. Just like it's a terrifying, horrible howl. And everybody within 30 feet.
Okay.
Yep, that's all of you in a cone. It's
cone,
going.
cool.
So it stands up. Hold on. It stands up
Not
and
bad.
takes a step this way, so it can catch Valerie in it too. So, yeah, 30 feet catches you, Kostchtchie, Darmida, Henrietta, and Valerie.
If Valerie's above, to hit Valerie, they would have to be up, right? I don't know. Never mind. That's
I'll
boring.
tell you
Let's
what.
not worry about it.
You
You know what? I don't care. Let's all get hit by fire breath. Let it do it.
all right. It is a Constitution saving throw, please.
All right. Darmida, you have +4 to this.
I do not.
I am going to. I'm using a luck,
Oh damn!
even
I
though I've
forgot
got the
you have luck
+4.
Yeah, I mean your natural roll was a 3, so that makes sense.
I'm using the luck point, just in
Probably
case.
like 16 or something would be my guess. Maybe 14.
It was a 15 with your +4,
Yeah.
but
No, I meant
I'm just
what the save is. I imagine would be like 16.
well. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm not taking the risk.
Okay.
I'm using hope and prayer.
27.
Nice. You succeed there. I believe Henrietta succeeded with a 23, and Valerie with a 10
Did not.
does not succeed. So it's kind of arcing this up, and Kostchtchie succeeds. Just does.
Right.
It's just
Good.
like, yep. So Valerie takes the brunt. Everybody else takes half damage. It
How
is
about, of course it is.
22 points of piercing damage as this thing just goes, as its head lifts up, and this blast of like jagged shards of shrapnel just go.
I did not expect
Oh,
that.
hold on then. So is it a missile?
It's
No.
um,
It's saving
it's a
throw.
whole bunch of missiles. Oh, that reminds me.
To have so deflect missiles from done anything?
Sure, you can
won't
try
be
and
good.
use it, and that reminds me,
Long as
Henrietta, you are rolling
Yeah.
with disadvantage.
Oh, sure. I got a
You got 17,
17.
so you still succeed. So you take half damage. Okay,
Do I
so
get to know why I was rolling a disadvantage? No, that's why I asked.
It's
Do I
on
get to know
purpose.
why? Not why.
It's a
I'm
viewer
not,
suggestion.
Yeah, good.
Apparently
I've
somebody-
not been looking at chat.
not directly, not recently.
Oh,
It's
not-
from a
not
really
recent,
old
okay.
one.
Ooh,
Something we
into it.
haven't done much of.
So
So you would take
so just a
11 if
heads
you
up.
pass. Yeah.
I did take, or I did a con. Oh yeah, no, yeah, I did a con save,
Right.
con check
Yep.
for the for my hunter's mark, and it's still up.
Oh, nice. Nice. Oh, just barely, too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, sort of.
Oh, right, because you're +4s.
So
All right, so you keep
Yeah, I
Hunter's
got a
Mark, and all
14.
this shrapnel goes tearing through. 22 damage to anyone who didn't make their save, which is Valerie. And everyone else takes 11 damage.
you're allowing me to do
Yeah, you can absorb
you're
that.
allowing me to do deflect missiles?
Yep, to
Okay, so
soak up some of the damage.
1d10
As
Plus
you're just
16.
punching away pieces of
That's
shrapnel that fly at you.
So 21. So I don't reduce it to 0, unfortunately, but I'll take the 1 damage.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that a piercing attack would be a Constitution save and not a Dex save.
I know it's a bit weird, but that's what I wrote down, so that's what it is.
I bought this Shield Master feat, haven't used it once.
By the way, Valerie, because you failed your save, you are pushed 15 feet. 1, 2, 3 squares back, just sliding
I mean,
along.
probably closer, but higher in
That's
the air,
alright.
right?
Yeah. By the
Whatever,
way,
okay.
the others don't have that effect. It's just a bit of shrapnel.
Makes sense.
All right.
Dig your feet in.
Yeah, exactly. Your claws just scratching along the stone. All right, that brings us to
Oddly enough,
Henrietta.
if you were there at the start of it, you would have been, in the circle. Well, not really, because you're high up, but whatever. Yeah, it's me, isn't it? Okay. The Bone Devil here got they're grappled by.
literally its face is in Kostchtchie's hand.
Sure. I think I'll say something with my tongues along the lines of like, there are bigger threats here than that. I guess we're done here. And I'm just gonna, head back to
Yes,
the
but not
Fenris's.
bigger snacks.
Oh.
I used the wrong voice. I'm sorry. That was supposed to be ogre.
You must be hungry if you've been here for however many years? Look over to Darmida. I guess everybody eats. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave.
Eat, yes, but I want my hammer.
Oh. I do suppose we want to have a good impression with this guy, so maybe we should try and find that hammer. All right. Can I just
You
look
would
around?
know.
I don't know.
You would know that the hammer. Actually, maybe you don't. All right.
Can I make a religion check?
Yes, you may.
Oh, so
With
that was
advantage.
that was the nat 1 that we had when we left last time.
Yeah. With advantage, though.
Yeah, I never looked for it. It's only 15.
15.
Oh, it was Darmida that tried to look for it last time.
Yeah. So what does
The
the
voice
lore say about
from the
this?
helm speaks to you.
Yes. Kostchtchie. Stupid,
Kostchtchie's mom,
but a
I
royal
understand, yeah.
minion of mine. He seeks his weapon, taken as a trophy, used against my kind. It is wielded now by our nemesis, Zariel.
All right, well, I think I know who's got it.
You're just like,
Yeah. That sounds like that took a while. I'll just hold my ground.
no,
but
no.
I'll-
We can do
I'll-
this a little bit fast and loose. In fact, as soon as you say, "I think I know who's got it," Kostchtchie's
Yeah.
head pivots around to you, and it looks right at you, and it says,
Tell me, where my hammer? Where is my hammer?
"Where?" I'm growling too much.
Okay. Where is
Oh, it's cutting out.
my
Yeah, it's putting
hammer?
out.
All right. He asks you where his hammer is. Where?
Yeah.
Where is my hammer?
Well, I'm sure you remember Zariel.
I remember Zariel.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna back away slowly and be like, "Good luck." I'm just gonna say good luck. You know what? I'll give them a inspiration die because why not? That's funny.
All right, you do that. It takes its
Yeah.
D8, right?
The D8, yeah.
And as you
It's only
As you
level
do that,
6 in
it
Bard.
leans in close and sniffs you, and it's like,
Uh-huh.
and then it lifts its head and kind of scents at the air, almost like a bloodhound. And then it just leaps.
Well, this is
It leaps, dragging
Wait.
the bone devil, which is ineffectively clawing at its hands, up, and in a single bound, it's very Hulk. It leaps across and gets on top of this far side. The bone devil just
Right.
dragged along, scratching with it. You were saying, Darmida?
do I still get my turn though?
Yeah.
Because it's got the bone devil, right?
It does, yeah.
Because she's
Yeah,
still,
technically
remember,
it's
she's
turned
working an
after
angle
normal.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Sure,
Right?
reaction.
She's
Yeah, that was
working
my
an angle.
turn, and his turn's after Darmida's. So.
Yeah, Henrietta, is there any... So you gave your inspiration, that was a bonus.
That's
You were
fine.
chatting a
That's
bit.
fine.
Do you want to do
I'm-
anything else?
Yeah, I would have moved, but I think this is fine for the scene. I think that works.
All right, cool. Feel free to
So,
just
yeah.
move your icon. All right.
Kostchtchie, goes to jump, I'm sure, because it's not their turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Darmida would be next, actually.
Mhm.
Okay.
Or the hound.
I'm just going to go kind of to the edge here. Oh, is it the hound?
It's the hound, but
Well,
The hound
can
can't
he
do
do
a ton.
anything?
Hound
Oh,
nip
yeah.
at the bone devil.
Corey's gone, yeah.
it's...
Oh, Corey's still there, actually.
Right.
Yeah, he hasn't jumped yet.
Sure.
Yeah.
As it
Okay,
readies
fine.
Oh,
to leap.
okay, then I better
What do you want
move
the
back.
hound to do?
Oh, whoops.
125.
That's nice.
Yeah, I know. 15
With
to
the bone
attack.
devil, I think that misses.
It's kind of lunging at the bone devil and
Yeah.
missing as it's being waved
Kostchtchie
around in the
actually
air.
pulls it away from it, like... "Arr."
This is my food. What are you doing?
Yeah, exactly. But the hound kind of backs away at the growl from Kostchtchie. All right, now it's Darmida's turn.
You ever pick your teeth with the
All right.
bones from a bone devil?
It's got marrow.
I'm going to move my hunter's mark to the bone devil.
Absolutely.
And because you got to remember, this is Darmida. Come on. She's
Oh,
been
yeah.
fucking around with healing things, and she hasn't gotten to kill really anything here. So, yeah, she's going after it.
There is still the iron golem, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not.
Oh, she'll get to that.
Okay.
She'll get to him. So would I have,
Lori said she had him under control.
because it's the golem or because Kostchtchie has it, is this advantage?
You'd have advantage, yeah.
So first attack,
Nat
Nat
20. Oof.
All right.
Make your roll.
it is so 15 plus
Yeah, that's right there.
19 for the first roll
Oof.
or first hit,
Okay.
almost 20, and the second hit. 26
That's a hit.
for another 7
Oh,
and
that's-
9
oh, wow.
for another 9.
That's 100. Wow. It's taken 119 damage. All right.
Wow.
These arrows are hitting it, just puncturing it, and you see this blood just seeping down its legs. Its head is still nowhere in sight. It's just engulfed in the guy's fist. But its legs and arms are flailing. Its wings are flapping wildly. It's just trying. Its massive stinger is kind of flailing around trying to get at Kostchtchie as well. All right, coming up next. Next is Fenris and then Kostchtchie. Fenris, what do you want to do?
So, I mean, I heard what Henrietta said. That's
Yeah.
now setting Kostchtchie off against Zario. So, I don't really need to say anything at this point, I think. I'm actually just going to... But the golem is still up, right? It doesn't
Yep.
see me.
Golem's
So.
still up.
Yeah. I'm low on spells, so I'm just basically gonna stay hidden.
Okay.
I think the scene's almost over, so I was like, let's just kind of whoo.
All right. Fair enough. Kostchtchie at this point just takes a chunk out of the bone devil, doing quite a bit. It's still alive, but it's not moving very well anymore. It is in really rough shape, just dangling. That's when he does his big leap. So he leaps first, grabbing onto the cliff face with one hand, very King Kong, and takes a chomp out of this bone devil and chewing, and like half of it is missing at this point. It's just barely weakly tries to like sting him, and he's like and he just and you see him just put it in his mouth, almost like a dagger in your mouth kind of thing, and the stinger's still dangling, and it just starts climbing up out of this crevasse.
There's a roof on this area.
Oh, that's right. So it goes up to the ceiling
sorry,
area,
I shouldn't
and then
interrupt
just punches.
your cool story with back.
No, it keeps going and then crawling along the ceiling, very creepy demon style, like and just this thing dangling from its mouth towards the entrance from which you came, and every once in a while it pauses and sniffs, and so it's headed toward the exit, and it gets pretty far in that round. Maybe not quite that far, but anyway, you're letting it go, yeah?
Basically, it's just like a big distraction, right?
Yeah. All right, next up, coming around the top. Valerie, anything you want to do? The Iron Golem is still there.
So, does it pose a threat to us? Do we want to leave it, or should we finish it off?
You could probably just sneak out, right? Like,
Yep.
It is definitely primed on you guys. Actually, hold on. It, I neglected to mention, but actually, right about now, no, it's still primed on its previous instructions, which is to kill you all.
Yeah.
Your call.
Okay. Do you think it's gonna chase us, or probably?
What's it gonna do?
You got 6 seconds. Fight or flight.
Flight. All right, stealth, and I'll fly. Yes.
Actually,
right
do me a favor. If you're not sure what to do, Valerie, while you're stealthing, also do a perception check.
Thankfully, I upped that, so that's good. 18.
18. Nice. So you're like assessing, can you outrun this thing? Obviously you can, because you can fly. Can the slowpokes outrun this thing? Maybe. And as you're taking in the room, you see this little crack right here, and you see this lemur, like, really base level devil, just kind of hiding in the crack, peeking out, and it looks over and it sees Darmida, and it looks at her with excitement and recognition.
Okay.
I'm sorry, what? I didn't see this, but what?
Yep. All right, next up. So you can move and go wherever you want. It's not gonna swing at you.
Okay, so I'll stealth.
I like the image of Fenris tiptoeing away from the massive iron golem.
18.
Oh yeah, you are. Yeah, you're well stealthed. Go ahead and
All
make
right.
your move. I think
I'll
it's 50.
Move. Yeah.
Just so you know, there is a roof.
So
I was told.
Oh, all right.
So you just have to be. You can kind of get. It does slope.
It's pretty
up a
high
little.
up. Yeah,
It
yeah,
is, yeah. It's like 35, 40 feet up at this
All
point.
right, there you go.
There you go. Thank you.
I'm on
All
that
right.
ledge then.
Nice. All right, coming up next is Infernal Golem. Flip. Let me flip. Hold on. All right. Oh, that's a straight shot. 11. So it's casting around looking for things, and it sees Henrietta and Darmida, so it's going to close 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, right in there. And
Oh, right there. Nice.
it doesn't try to...
Smart.
Yeah. It just goes charging up and then turns and just... Next up, it is going... It reaches to its back, and this jagged chunk of metal kind of dislodges from its back, and it pulls, and this massive metal jagged blade comes off, and it's this massive two-handed blade,
Okay.
and it's going to attack. How about I get Henrietta? Roll a d6,
Sure.
and it is your birthday. So do you want evens or odds? Oh, you're too fast.
Yeah. I'll take a hit.
All right, it's gonna hit
I mean, yeah,
Henrietta.
I would prefer to be hit. Yeah.
Yeah, I figured as much. It's gonna take 2 attacks.
That's what I'm doing here. I promised Dermita's mom I wouldn't let anything happen to her.
All right. Well, this
you
might be
wanna
okay.
forget that?
Does 20 hit your AC?
No, I got a 21.
Nice. And the second one
Bring my shield up.
is only a 14, as I rolled a nat 1. And so as it brings it down, the first one just crunches into the pillar that was used to hold Kostchtchie, and it starts to crumble and fall. And then it goes to hit again, and this time the blade just slips out of its hand. It just as it clangs against something, and it goes pinioning off, and this massive blade goes off into the...
Oh, that reminds me of something. Flurry, get your spear. I guess someone else can pick it up. Well, might have forgotten about that.
Yeah. All right, and all right,
Thank you.
that's its turn.
Where did the sword land?
It's kind of just the green thing, right there.
Okay, great.
It's really big, like really.
Yeah, I know, but I'm super strong.
It's true. All right, next up is Henrietta.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I think unless I cast a glance to Flurry and I see her being like, "Oh, I'm gonna go back and get that spear." I mean, I'll pick your spear up for you, so that's cool.
All right.
But we gotta deal with this thing first. So I'm going to basically do the thing I did before. I'm gonna trip it. So I sort of run between its legs and try and cause it to pivot and collapse to one side.
Sure.
I feel like I have enough control over that I don't have it fall under me or something stupid.
Yeah. Go ahead and make your roll.
Where's my athletics? 24.
And that is only 17. So you win.
Great.
So you managed to trip this thing. It's and basically you get underneath it and hip check on the way through, and it just kind of loses its balance and goes
Yeah, can I
toppling
combine that
over.
with a push to knock it back? It's 10 feet. It's nothing useful, but I'm not gonna do anything with a second attack anyway. So.
Yeah, sure. You can do it like a bull rush.
Yeah, I want to knock
because
it
of
off
its mass.
I get it wobbling, and then I hit it so it stumbles a few feet before it falls. Yeah.
Because of its mass, I'm
it's
going to
only
say you're
15
doing
though,
this
so
with.
it's probably.
It's an athletics. So to push
You
basically,
probably succeed. Yeah.
but you're going to be. It'll be at advantage. How's
Sure,
that sound?
whichever. I have 15. It's not. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it rolled a 16. So yeah, you don't manage to put. You go to push, and it's nope, nope,
Oh.
too heavy. But it does
Cool.
fall
So
over,
it's,
and you are now on this side.
Sweet. Great.
you have any bonus?
The way that like turns are staggered is always so frustrating because I'm like, I don't want him to run away from Darmida. That's stupid. But also, it's like
You can
you
hold
have
your
to.
run.
That's the way the game works.
Yeah, you can hold your
you
run.
can hold your run as an action, but like anyway, sorry.
I'll let you hold it as a
I'll pick up this spear.
Sure. That'll be your other.
Sure.
thing.
And I'll just like stand there with a shield and be like, let's go.
Make a strength check for me.
To pick up a spear.
The big. The javelin. Never mind. You've got
The
that.
javelin,
I thought you were
yeah,
going
just
after the
the right-
sword. All right, you've got the
Nah,
javelin
that's-
lightning.
I just want to make sure I got it. So
Yeah, you totally have
I'll
it.
go flurry.
All right,
Yeah.
and then you're holding your run, your move. I'll allow that.
I mean, sure, if you want to allow it, sure.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, Darmida. Or Hound. Do you want to do anything with the Hound?
I'm not really holding my run because I'm going to be using my reaction probably for something else, but whatever.
Okay.
The Hound is going to chase after the Bone Devil because that's all the Hound can do, right?
Okay.
That's all I can do, yeah.
Just goes scrambling up this way. All right,
Yeah, it's
next
like a
up is
heat-seeking missile.
Darmida.
Is the Bone Devil still alive?
Currently, yeah. Not by a lot, but a little.
Damn it. It matters because it's got my freaking hunter's mark.
It's
Sure.
literally got it's got like 2 hit points.
Yeah, but 2 hit points will hold on to my mark,
You're just like,
and I
"Come
can't
on."
move it until it's
Not if that guy's going to
Hi.
eat it. That
Yeah.
guy's going to eat it. You're going to get the mark back.
Well, I know. Oh, I know, but I don't
Darmida
have it
yells
right
into the
now.
darkness.
You don't need it right now. We're leaving.
Are you
Give
gonna
me my
finish that?
mark!
Yeah, that's it. You're right. It's are you going to finish that?
So I will attack the golem
Okay.
Oh,
in front of me.
I didn't expect that. Okay.
It is damaged. A little.
And it's at disadvantage, right?
Yeah, it
When
is.
are you attacking with a bow?
Normally
Then you're
at range,
disadvantage.
you would be at disadvantage because it's prone. But 2 things. It's very big. And also, you're right next to it. So you do have it. I'm gonna say you don't
right.
have disadvantage.
Just a regular roll.
Just a regular roll.
Cool.
You're Legolasing.
First roll is a 22
That hits.
for 7.
Nice.
And the second is a 30 for another 8.
Nice.
So 15 total.
Just 2 arrows, just and it kind of rolls, and you get another arrow in as you step over it. All right, and now what?
And at that point, I just look at it and I'm like, meh. And I'm going to go up about 10 feet.
All right.
Or, no, 5 feet.
It will get an attack if you leave beyond 5 feet.
But it will be disadvantage.
It will
so
be a
I'll take it.
disadvantage. Okay. Well, good call. I rolled a 4, so I doubt that a 12 hits you. All right.
No,
You just-
not even close.
Up and away. The little wings on your boots just flipping. All right. Fenris,
Mm-hmm.
you peek around the corner. You see what's going on.
Still, yeah, it's like it's still there.
Hit him again. Hit him
Do
again.
a perception check for me, Fenris. I'll give this one to you free.
By the way, I'll be right back.
Sure.
20.
You hear a voice just quietly calling that in Infernal, not too far away from where you are now.
Okay. I will go to investigate because I think besides the golem, there's nothing really else to worry about. I say, back in Infernal, Who are you, and how do you know Darmida?
And you see this twisted, swollen head of the lemur. Its skin just sloughing off. It is a wretched soul, reborn in hell, clawed out of the sticks. And it kind of puts one of its gummy little sticky fingers on the wall as its head pokes around the corner and looks at you. And it goes, I now. Fenris. Yeah.
Who are you? Who were you? Do I know that, like, people who are damned and died turn into lemurs?
Go ahead.
Kind of a
It's
kind of a thing.
pretty common knowledge.
philologist.
Yeah, I'm gonna give that one to you. You've studied the hells.
Yeah.
You look at this thing. Do an insight check.
Okay.
Like after Tornado like flies past me and like I go to
That
go
one.
and then sees Fenris approach this
No,
lemur.
I know this thing knows me and that it's something, but I have no
That
insight.
one. All right. This thing is just foul, and it looks at you and it starts to speak, but then it starts to cough as well at the same time, and it starts bringing up this greenish phlegm with streaks of red blood,
Dude.
and it's a little too distracting at that few seconds. You're just like, ooh. Also, the iron golem is like scanning, so it's not too far away, not officially dealt with.
Yeah, it's only filled out.
All right. Anything else you want to do? You got a few more, couple seconds.
I'm just gonna, like, obviously sticking away from the iron golem, sticking to the walls, but I'm like just
You
trying
could
to
also
figure
go
out
back
like
up and around the way you came, just so you know.
Yeah, I'm just
Pick
gonna
up, by
start
the way.
sliding this way back and just say, because I see it's scanning. I'm like, okay, you're weird, and I don't know, but I know you recognize me, so I'm not gonna kill you just yet. I'm just gonna back away.
Cool.
Oh. All right. I can bring you to the mistress.
Do I recognize that it could be the imp or whatever?
Possibly.
Can I
Really?
spend the plot for him when he said the mistress,
All right.
the
I'll
second
let
spell?
you.
So I'm
It
like,
all sinks in. I mean, you can just use your logic to puzzle in. That's a pretty big clue.
Yeah.
You just
Unless
pause
that's
and
not
you're
what you were thinking.
like, wait.
Ooh,
Do you
that's
remember?
right.
Do you remember his name?
Do I remember his name? Well, I do know that it could be Zeet, the imp, and if he means the veiled one as the mistress, then yes.
All right. You remember Zeet, and
I'd be
now
like,
that
yes.
you've thought that, you're like, there's a vague resemblance. It's disgusting and deformed and bloated.
Yeah.
But there's something about the eyes. Yeah, this is Zeet, the
Zeet, is that
one-time
you?
imp.
I can bring you to the mistress.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Hey, Yaufen. Good to see you. This is Cyrenen. Yaufen, this worked out real well last time. How mean should I be? On a scale of 1 to 5. Or anyone on the internet. Scale of 1 to 5.
Who
Or 1
who
to
is
6.
Zeet, by the way?
1 to 6.
I'll tell you after.
Hey, Playday, thanks. No, Yelvin, no.
So Felleray wouldn't have known anyways, right? Okay.
No,
No.
that was
That's all
before
I
your
want to
time.
know.
You guys are probably aren't hearing this. Yeah.
Got a 3. All right. That's fair. That's fair. All right. So as you're stepping backwards, trying to retreat there, Fenris, up next, it would be Valerie. Valerie, you see most of your party just booking it. You see Henrietta just standing next to this thing. I don't even think you saw Fenris. You see Darmida
Probably.
off back towards the Bone Devil and the other guy. You can stand.
Henrietta, you okay?
Yeah, I don't know. It could be like a weird like half salute with your javelin, I guess.
Well, I guess we're making our way away. Huh. I didn't hear the lemur or anything. I didn't notice anything.
You just hear some gutter. You don't even speak Infernal, I don't think.
Nope.
Some guttural hissing. That's about it.
Sound of
All right.
liquefied flesh bubbling.
Well, I would usually go for the squishy target, but since everybody else is rolling pin, then I'll just go where Darmida is in stealth.
Okay. Valerie flies off. Infernal Golem does try to get up, so it's going to contest versus you there, Henrietta.
I'm not grappling it. I didn't take a grapple action,
Oh,
so it
okay.
can just stand up. It takes half of its movement.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. You said that I could possibly hold my move and move. I don't know if you're still allowing that.
Yeah,
If
I
you
would allow
are,
that as a
I
reaction.
back up with Darmida.
Okay,
Yeah.
it will get a swing at you. With
Yeah, so it should still be
disadvantage.
prone during that.
With disadvantage.
Yeah, cool.
But it already swung at me, so
Oh, that's true. It's already used its reaction.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
So you're good to go.
it's already used its reaction on me.
Cool.
All right, so
So
you're
I'll
out of
just
there.
stagger this. I could go farther than you, but I'll just go to
No,
here.
that's fine. So you go to there, and the thing
Probably,
stands up.
Valura, you probably went further than where you went to. I would guess during your turn.
This thing stands up and takes a step and starts scanning, and then it's just like, oh, Darmida. A couple things happen in quick succession. Crunch. Actually, it's more like
And I
you have their
have
hunter's
my...
mark back.
Funny.
So the Bone Devil is lunch, and then all of a sudden, the thing that was controlling the Iron Golem is now gone, and
Oh,
now
great.
it
Yeah.
goes berserk, and you just hear the thing
Good.
just be
Yeah,
like,
as it should.
and it just starts pounding on anything it can get to, which means,
Okay, well that's the Lemure probably.
yeah, it goes charging down towards the Lemure as Fenris is like, see? And then this massive Iron Golem just comes down and boom! And here's where it's not as mean as it could be. It rolled with disadvantage. And here's what happens. I'd love to show you. It's on the table in front of me. I rolled a 1 and a 2. So the
Very nice.
fist just slams into this wall just above this little crack that the Lemure had been hiding in, and it just slams in there and wedges, and the iron thing is like, and it can't pull its fist out right now, and then Lemure's like, and it goes scrambling to try and follow Fenris around the corner. It is going to get actually doesn't get an attack of opportunity. No, it's its turn now.
Stomp on it or something.
It's going to try to
Yeah.
stomp on him. But he is technically held by his own fist wedged in the rock. That was the result of the nat 1. So I'm going to say it's disadvantage still. And
Why not?
I should take a picture. I rolled a 1 and a 4. This lemure does not. This is the luckiest little
lemure.
And it just tries to stomp on him, and it goes scrambling forward and comes rushing over to Fenris on its turn and just piles on you. And it's just
that's gross.
Disgusting. It's like all the scabs you picked off your knee your entire childhood put on like a shabby pair of pants and came running at you for a nice big hug.
The lemure's wearing pants?
I don't know. Just figured it would give it form. And you hear it burbling as it kind of hisses over you. You just get this brownish, greenish liquid on you. And it's like...
Yeah, it's so good to see you.
All right.
Okay. Ew.
At that point, you hear Kostchtchie just leaving the entire cave, just rushing through. The Iron Golem is berserk and wedged. You guys all have enough time to just cheese it. You get out of there, no problem. And Kostchtchie just gets his up out of the front of the cavern and just starts climbing. Fist just digging into the dirt as it goes, into the stone as it climbs up towards the top of the cliff. The Bone Devil is no more. It just goes and takes the last of its like little stinger tail, like more spaghetti into its mouth. And Kostchtchie is on his way. Do you want to say anything or do anything?
I'm gonna press.
Go ahead. Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna press the digitization the slime off me, and when I meet up with the others, I'm gonna say, "Don't kill him yet. It's Zeet."
That.
Oh, you like bring it with you? Cool.
Yeah, I'm bringing the lemur with us.
Nice.
We might be able to find another ally.
I look at you and I look at them, and I'm like, this
You've
is
never
different
met
for
Zeet.
you? No, I haven't.
But Darmida and I have met
Darmida,
Zeet.
when he says Zeet, you're like, what? And then you get a good look, and then Henrietta comes clambering up the rocks, and you get a good look, and the resemblance is there, but it's twisted.
Right.
All
Okay.
right. And with that, you all clamber your way out of Kostchtchie's maw. His long imprisonment ended, and you just hear him as he crests the top. And you can see a silhouette of him way up there as he just howls. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm close. I was trying to keep pace with him
Okay.
because I'm flying
Right.
at double speed.
Okay.
So I was gonna speak to him.
Sure. What
In
do you wanna say
Abyssal?
to him? Yeah, yeah. As he's still clamming
We
up.
free. Yeah. I'm like he's climbing and I'm like flying beside him.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna basically be like, we freed you. We rescued you. Now we need to kill Zariel. Are you in?
This is the second time you have seen this terrifying creature smile. But it's the first time you've seen it in better light. And it's also... it's regained some of its strength. This demon giant smiles up at you. And that's when it leaps to the top, lands, and you're like 20 feet away, and it just looks at you, gives this nod, and then this scream into the eternal night that is the hell. And it just yells.
I am coming for you, Zariel!
Didn't catch it. But I assume he said yes.
Yeah, you gather in the last scream as it yells, Zeriel, into the night. Just the stones themselves reverberating with its cry. You guys all down below have just left the cavern, and you hear this and see this. And he sniffs the air, and he looks at you, and he says,
Yes. We will kill Zeriel.
Can I insight that one?
sure.
That seems pretty good, too.
What I'm inciting is the we.
Yeah.
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 I totally. I'm making a pact with the devil here, and he's my favorite enemy. Like, this is.
Yeah, this is
I
weird.
don't know.
This one's not even lawful.
How'd you do?
I'm thinking. Wait, don't give me a verdict yet. I'm trying to think. I'm going to use one of my luck because I actually really want to know. Like, I do.
All right.
I want to know.
All right.
So I'm going to use a luck.
Last.
I do too. I really do too. It's 6 of one.
The second roll. I mean, if it's pass fail, it doesn't matter, unless this is a pass. Who knows? Hey,
15?
15's an improvement.
Come on.
This thing is fully aligned with your purpose to kill Zeriel. It wants that more than anything.
Oh, I'm sure of that.
But it's also a ravenous, chaotic demon lord. While there is some appreciation for you setting it free and healing it, given the chance,
There's no allegiance.
it would probably still kill you too.
Okay.
Maybe. And that's about what you get. This massive creature just
I'll take it.
sniffs at the air. I mean, you get the impression... Yeah, you get the impression that it easily... It's in its nature to want to just murder everything. But it's not entirely unintelligent. And you did help it. But it's in its nature. So I wouldn't trust
it's
it
nature
too
to be
far.
chaotic. That could
It's-
mean anything.
It's a story of the scorpion and the,
Yeah,
what is it, the wolf?
the turtle.
No,
Frog.
turtle.
Or frog. Scorpion the frog.
Or frog, yeah, scorpion and the frog.
But which one are you?
I'd be the frog.
Alright. It doesn't
You're
make
just
any
another
moves.
scorpion. Yeah.
You're another scorpion. You're scorpion to scorpion. At this point, the scorpion tail from the bone devil gets slurped in. And it nods, sniffs at the air. And it's gonna go bolting off that way. It's hunting her.
I'm gonna do my best.
You get
Hunting
the
her?
impression, yeah, it's hunting Zeriel on smell. It might take it a while, but it's heading somewhere with a purpose.
Hold. Okay, you said it's hunting Zeriel, but you said her, and I clarified her, and you said yes, her, Zeriel.
Zeriel's kind of amorphous. Could
We've
be
been
male or
under the-
female.
Okay, because we've been under the impression this whole time that Zeriel's male.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
The book has her as a lady. So
Yeah, it always
God
confuses
goes
me.
back and
I
forth
go back and
sometimes.
Also, it's a devil or an angel that turned into a devil that turned back. Does it matter?
Yeah.
I suppose that's fair because initially we did establish Eye of Peller.
Paler is a male.
As a male. But
Yeah.
again,
They
we
threw a
just
lot
kind of
of our,
assumed you never actually saw the Eye of Peller.
Dude.
So
No, we didn't. Which is why I was like, for now, we'll
sorry
say
for the confusion. But yes, Zeriel
It's come up a few
resembles
times before,
more
but
female than male, but not. I mean, it doesn't really.
not
it's
the way
a-
I drew them. Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Wow, we all just got confused about this mythical
True.
character's gender expression. And honestly,
Yes.
it
yes.
can literally change
Yeah,
its
Finn, we
appearance
did
at
assume.
any time. Yeah, we did.
So while we're like
We
leaving,
totally did.
Yeah,
I'm
so you
just
guys are
gonna-
leaving. Do you guys want to do anything before we wrap up for the night?
I'm just gonna look at Zed and I'll say, well, you look like you've seen better days. Why don't you take us to your mistress?
No shit. I saw her. She was that way.
And he points off towards kind of a winding bend, kind of back towards the sticks.
So,
Not far.
not far. Is she in trouble or is she hiding?
She chooses to not play the game if she can. But we got caught up in it
Get her.
again.
All right.
He's
Well,
kind of sloshing,
that's-
like limping and dragging a leg, just trying to walk in a direction. The rest of you are all like, "The truck's that way."
So I'm gonna, knowing that we're trying to get more help other than just Kostchtchie, I'm gonna try to, knowing he's now on a mission, I'm gonna try to persuade him or get him to stick with us so that we can try to build ourselves as strong as possible to go against.
If you're trying to
Zeriel,
slow
'cause we
down
wanna gather people.
Kostchtchie, He's running,
I'm
just
trying.
ape style, and he is
Yeah.
very fast. And he kind of stops at one point and
I'm gonna try.
You
Like
go-
I'm
you go
flying as
flying up next
fast
to him,
as
like,
I can go.
and you catch up to him at this point, and he looks at you and goes,
And I'm assuming Valerie is also.
You slow me down. I will find Zeriel.
Patience. We need more allies.
Her scent
It'll.
is weak. But I will find her. And I will get my
We
hammer.
will. We will.
with that 15 insight
Let's
from before,
just. Yeah.
you get the impression that he will hunt her, and it might take days, it might take weeks, but he will never stop.
Okay.
And he
Well,
only
we
barely
don't have
tolerates you
weeks.
slowing him down.
Well, he's gonna have to suck it up. So says Darmida.
Good luck with that.
Dermita's getting a little cocky at this point
So-
because,
You and Valerie,
you know, in her mind, she's on a mission.
right about now, unless Fenris is standing at the bottom of this thing with the lemur and everything.
I'm like,
Henrietta's
I'm with
there.
the lemur trying to find the veiled mistress. They're
And-
flying off.
Yeah, Valerie.
Yeah,
and-
we're
Now, Valerie, you could keep pace with this demon lord, but Darmida, you start to slow down, and you look down, and those little wings on the base of your ankles, from the flying wings, is like you suddenly realize, I'm almost out of time. Oh crap!
Uh-huh.
And you keep getting lower and lower, and just trying to fly, and Kostchtchie is just like boom, 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 all across, like beeline across, and you're just
can I grab
getting
him?
slower. He's far ahead, and you finally you can't even stay up in the air anymore, and you're just running, trying to keep up. And his base speed. What is your speed on foot?
30.
I'm sorry, he's
60 if I'm...
He's double moving,
Yeah.
and his is 40 base, so he's just beginning to outpace you.
He's always
Valerie?
gaining 10 on me.
20. 10.
20.
20. Because he's double moving, you're double moving. And Valerie, you could follow. You have the speed to do that. But you see Darmida just trying to keep up and getting winded and like fall and get back up again, and Kostchtchie is just like boom, 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 boom.
Let it go.
We can't just let him go without us.
Well, we can't just let him go with just me following.
First of all, we don't even know how to find who we're looking for. He does. How do we find him again?
He's just
I'm
about
sure he'll
40 feet away right now. 30, let's say 30 feet. 30 feet away.
I'm sure he'll leave some breadcrumbs of destruction follow.
And at that point, I'm going to I've never done this before, but I'm going to do my because he is still
It's 30 feet.
he's a fiend, right?
Yep.
And he's my natural enemy, so I can track him.
Cool.
And because I know him well,
Yep, you know his tracks.
I'm
you know
going.
his scent. You
Yeah.
still have his scent.
I know
in your hair.
everything.
Yeah.
I'm basically just going to focus every minutia of him so that he can go and I can track him and follow.
Every minutia. How badly do you want to track him and follow him to Zariel?
Well, when I think about that question, I think of one thing. Kill Zariel, potentially save my mother. On a scale of 1 to 20, 500.
Okay. What's the highest spell slot you have left?
3. I have two third level spell slots left. Because I saved those for my
You have an itch in the back of your mind.
track.
It's been free ever since the Bone Devil died.
I was considering it.
How long does it last?
I put my. It only lasts for 8 hours. I'm gonna recast it.
At third level?
Third level.
Okay. You Hunter's Mark the Demon Lord. as he disappears over a hill, and you just hear him howling, and your friends eventually regather towards the top of the canyon that you descended into.
I mean, can we have a scene as we're
Absolutely.
climbing out?
Yeah.
So, Fenris, you show up as Darmida and Fullery chase after Kostchtchie, or however we choose to pronounce that.
I love that we've said it different the entire night.
I mean,
That's
we
part of
could
his
pronounce it
power.
correctly, but
You
whatever.
never say his real name.
It's Kostchtchie. That's what it is. It's Kostchtchie.
He turns around with murder in his eyes. No.
Anyway. And you come over with this lemure, and you're what are you saying about that? This is a friend
This
of
is
yours?
Zeet. Zeet was an imp in service to the Veiled One, a succubus that we made a deal of convenience what seems like a lifetime ago. She is no friend of the Eye of Pelor, so we may have common purpose. Isn't that right, Zeet?
Yes. She is no fan of the Eye.
So this one gets a pass for his who they know. Right? Just wondering
Who's this?
what made them different in your eyes.
She seems uppity. We go way back.
Yeah, she can be that way.
Granted.
So anyways, where are the other two? Where's Darmida? Where's
Right about now, they come back if you want.
they come back?
You can have a
Yeah,
moment
sure.
if you want to.
You can have a moment. Hey. So, this is Zeet. Valerie, Zeet, Darmida, Zeet, you've already met. Zeet is, as I told Henrietta, an imp in service of the Veiled One, a succubus that Darmida and I had at one point made a deal with. And she is no friend of Zario, so we may have common purpose.
The
Okay.
lemur is
Oh.
pacing back and forth from foot to foot, kind of slowly, just kind of lurching a little bit as though it's impatient or has to urinate or something. And it's
Where's the Demon Lord? Just kind of direct that at Darmida and Valerie.
I tell you, basically, he's tracking Zariel right now. He's hunting. But I'm hunting him. It's fine. We don't have long. But I'm tracking and hunting him. So I've got my sights on him. But we have to get the mistress now and go.
Zeet, how'd you end up guarding Kostchtchie?
I was taken as a servant, as a food for that creature from the piles. They herd us like cattle. I haven't been a lemur in centuries. It's beneath me. But the mistress will be pleased. She likes to stay near the Emporium. But I think I know where to find her. There.
You're kind of up a little bit higher, and he's pointing off towards pretty much due west from where you are, a little bit north. across the plains, and you can just make out the Styx, a curving in the blood red river just on the distance.
So toward Herman's Hill?
If he's indicating a spot kind of here-ish.
Oh, okay. That's more north than I thought.
Well, I mean, we're not gonna trek it. Like, we're gonna get back in our vehicle, right?
All right.
Which way did, like on the map, which way did Kostchtchie go?
Kostchtchie seemed to be going. Once he got to the top, he began to run, kind of due this way.
Okay, so she's on the way. So we're
It's
still
not quite
going in the same
but
direction.
more or less. Yeah, you're going a little bit more due west.
Like,
it's going northwest.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So let's pile into the bus, folks.
All right, you guys pile
A
in.
magic school bus.
File your way in.
Wheels on the bus go.
You fired up the engines, screaming with the sound of the souls being released from the coin. Actually, how many soul coins do you got left? And do me a favor, roll a D4.
We had
I
a
got
few.
We had 3 and I had 1.
Okay.
And now I have 2.
Roll a D4.
And what do you
please.
want me to roll?
A D4.
2.
All right. It's running for now. That's how many days it'll keep going before you have to put another one in.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a little unclear. I feel like every time we've booted up, you've been like, and you put in a soul coin. It's
No,
like,
that's just flavor.
That's not how that works. Yeah, exactly. So actual count is like,
It's actually something like 2d4 per, but this one's kind of used up a bit. Or something like that. I can review it. Anyway, so you guys fire it up and you go tearing across the plain. Do you guys want to keep going for a little bit longer, or should we wrap it there?
I think it's probably a
It's
bad
up to
idea.
you.
I gotta go to ground, man.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, you go.
I got work tomorrow morning.
Yeah, that's fair. So you guys go tearing across the plain, headed towards a potential one-time ally. And Darmida, as you kind of rest, you give one of the others a turn to drive for a bit, and you kind of closing your eyes, and you hear this. It's almost like the sound of your own heartbeat, but it's heavier and deeper. This feeling,
Kostchtchie.
the pounding footsteps of Kostchtchie. And you close your eyes and you get this momentary fleeting glimpse of him like hanging off the side of one of the mountains, almost due north. And you can see him scenting the wind from there, just up on a high peak, looking out over the plains of Avernus and sniffing the air. And then he leaps down and starts running off. He's hunting. And you have dreams of him. All right, I think we're going to pause there as you're hauling
It's a
your way.
good cut to black.
Yeah. Thanks very much,
The only
everybody.
thing I wanted to do was sort of get into Hen's head a bit, because I have thoughts, but I don't think they're like. It's just one of those like. What? I don't have any reason to say this, like in character. So it's like, all right, I'm just gonna think about stuff.
Hey, it's your belated birthday now,
Yeah.
so do what you want, man. What do you want?
No, that's
That's
it,
what
right?
you're
I
doing.
feel like
Birthday week.
all
Right
this
in
stuff has been like going on. We had this new Lemire person driving us to find a succubus, and I think like in the bus, if we're calling it that, she's like sort of very much just like on her own, just kind of sitting back and
Kind of
dipping into her own head, and she's like thinking about like, okay, why is this person different? And, like, we just killed like 2 chain devils and a bone devil, and those people we're not talking to, but this guy we are, and like, what? Where is this line drawn? It feels so arbitrary, but it's like that's not worth bringing up. Like, it's not gonna get a reaction that's
so
gonna be
you're thinking all this,
worthwhile.
and this weird
Yeah.
strange buzzing sound that you're almost getting used to, almost like tinnitus from the helm in your head, just kind of driving you slowly mad. And then your celestial horse kind of turns its head and nuzzles you, and it kind of brings you back to the moment, and it lowers its head down and just kind of does the whole nose bump thing.
Nice.
And cut to black.
Cool.
All right, internet, we need a name. We need a name for today's episode. Or you guys, thanks very much for playing. I always look forward to this, and I always go long, even though I pay the price the next day.
I wish we found the hammer in this episode, because then it could be Kostchtchie's Maul, which is very funny to me.
Nice. Not yet.
But no.
Zerial
Soon.
took it. Yep. All right. There was some fun stuff, and yeah, it got Looney Tunes.
I was wondering if we were going to go see the Veiled One again. I suspected that we might run into her.
I'm so glad you remembered his name.
I'd hope.
Yeah,
He is one of the few characters that their full name I don't actually know. I tried to listen to what you made up on the spot and memorize it, and I just could not do it. It was I'm like, that's not a word.
No,
I can't
it
repeat
was
that.
my attempt at Infernal, but I think
I know,
wrote
right?
it down, and we just called him Zeet.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, what do you guys think the episode name should be? Don't make me think on my own.
Shit. So much happened, but yet didn't
Just one
happen?
big fight.
One big
One big
combat.
fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I almost want to say Demon Buffet or something like that, or Kostchtchie and the Tramp.
There it is. There it is.
I think
That's it.
I don't think we're
Names,
gonna
huh?
beat that.
Birds of a feather. No,
Infernal,
Kostchtchie and the
Schminfernal. Thanks,
Schmernal.
Yelpin. I appreciate the input. But I don't know that that's gonna beat. What was it
I
again?
don't. Kostchtchie
and the
and the champ.
Kostchtchie and the Tramp. Yeah, that's fair.
Ah,
All right.
Yeah.
pretty good.
All right. And now I really want that as art. Darcy, make it so. No, I know you're busy. All right. Kostchtchie and the Tramp, that was episode 44. We do this every few weeks. We do this for 2 weeks for D&D, and then we do a Shadowrun, and it's Thursdays for now. So we'll see you back here in a week, and we might do a Shadowrun next week. I think we're kind of due for that. But
Yeah, I think normally it would have been this, but since we had a filler last
This
week,
week.
yeah. I wanted to pick up before we went too far. Before
Makes
I
sense.
forgot everything. But next week we're going to try to pick up a Shadowrun. So if people are available for that, that'd be awesome. First come, first serve. And don't forget.
Looking at Yelfin.
Yeah, Elfin and Simon. We're hoping to get some more playing with
Oh,
viewers.
yeah.
And thanks for joining us. Thanks very much for listening to us and watching us after the fact. Don't forget to check out those clips and follow us and and all that jazz. And any other shout-outs before we go?
I think that's it.
Alrighty. So that's it, everybody. Take care. Have a great week. Stay safe. Stay healthy. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And we'll see you in a week. Bye-bye.
Have a good night.
You've been listening to SideQuest Live. Thanks so much for tuning in. We try to record all of our games as much as possible, whether that's Dungeons & Dragons or Shadowrun or another tabletop role-playing game. Just a quick side note about all the licenses and copyrights involved. Our music is all Creative Commons attribution music on our live stream video feed or YouTube replay or Twitch VOD. We always attribute each individual artist, so be sure to check out those individual artist attributions. Lots of love to so many people who make their work available so that we can do what we do. So thank you. It influences our game. It makes it immeasurably better. So much appreciation for them. Let's not forget the makers of the games. Dungeons & Dragons is copywritten by Wizards of the Coast. They own it. They make it available to all of us to play, and it's wonderful. We are in no way affiliated with them, and nor do they endorse this podcast, but we are very appreciative. The other game we often play is Shadowrun, which is Catalyst Games, and again, we are not affiliated with them, and they do not endorse us, but we really appreciate their game, and we hope you appreciate our game. Thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram and Twitch and YouTube, and watch for those live games once we're streaming them out. And of course, we do accept suggestions for names, so please hit us up on Instagram and name our stuff. All right, thanks so much. I'm Todd, and this has been SideQuest Live. We'll see you again soon.